I'm glad you got that out of the way. I don't know if he wants to explain that. We're not live. We're not on stream. So I don't know if Simon wants to explain it on stream, but if you want to, Simon, you can go right ahead. Sorry, we just went live. We're live. We're on the internet. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Oh, I can't find Hydra's icon because it's behind Grim's icon. We're live. And what Marco was saying was, do you want to explain your advice? Do you want to reshare your advice, or is it just for us? Oh, right. Thank you so much, Simon. Coming to you live from Rick Priestley's pantry. This is the Creature Conference. #1 shit show on the internet. Coming to you this week with extra shit in the show because we got not one, not two, but three very talented creators joining me on this. Got Flynn as well, getting faster than he is. Sorry, I don't identify Flynn as a talented creator. I identify him as a jamming bastard. I mean, he may be a talented creator as well, but primarily he's a jamming bastard. And then secondarily, he's a talented creator. And yeah, we've got GrimNGribbly joining us. Thanks for coming on, Grim. Awesome. So it looks like everything's working. There is zero chat. Maybe we jumped the shark. Maybe we're too early for the rest of the world. Oh, okay. So my chat's not updating because my computer's busy now. Oh, there we go. Oh, look, there's so many people in the chat. No. Talking into a fan noises. Everyone, especially Mr. Pink. Uh-oh. So I might have to read. Okay, I'm just I'm messaging with folks. We'll see what they say. Oh no, that has some disgusting. What do I usually do? I think I restart OBS. Okay, I'm gonna restart OBS. Restart. Oh, it's there. Okay, gotcha. Streaming software. Here for a moment. Okay, hopefully that does it. Let's see. Okay, so I won't be able to hear you guys for a second. You can still talk to each other. We'll be back. Okay?
Yeah, Northern England.
Well, I guess you can make it more precise, huh?
I'm very sorry. I am from a tiny little village in the arse end of nowhere that nobody will have heard of in the north of England.
Wow.
Okay, so I think we're back.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, I think we're back. Let's see. Let's confirm with folks whether the fifth member is still chewing on the wires. Quiet now. Loads better.
There we go.
There we go.
It's like
Awesome.
magic.
All right, so let's pretend we didn't do that first part. So coming to you live from Rick Priestley's pantry, it's the #1 tiered shit show on the internet, the Creature Conference. Woo!
Do we all need to wee you now?
As you feel.
No.
And this evening, on this evening's show, we have GrimNGribbly joining us, who is a sometimes guest, so glad to have you here. We have Hydra, and we have High Fleet Moloch, And then, of course, we have our good friend Flynnhammer, otherwise known as the Jammy Bastard himself, running the, the chat and maybe a little something for November, since we wrapped that up this week.
Yes, and maybe something else as well.
Oh my god, the Jammy Bastard got another Protonid. Can't wait.
The other thing that happened during the week.
I don't remember what that is, but we'll figure it out.
Be a big surprise.
Big surprise. Yeah, I also have like a little like kind of revelation that I've come upon in the last week, but literally yesterday, which I wanted to share with you dudes.
Like a big transcendent revelation?
It is a very large transcendent revelation. If you can see my screen right now, it takes up most of my screen.
I can't.
It'll come up eventually.
Okay. Freeform air, clay.
Does anyone know about this?
You're getting people excited for clay.
Quiet you. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah, so how Flynn, not Flynn, GrimNGribbly, thanks for joining us. I hear that you are about to disappear from the hobby space for a little while to do something exciting in another country. Are you not?
So that has been cancelled as of yesterday.
Oh no!
No!
That's all right. Santa has COVID. So
Oh, is this Omicron? Are we afraid of Omicron?
I have no idea. So to fill in background information, one of my side gigs is I work as a juggler and a circus performer.
Yep.
And I was going to be going over to Abu Dhabi in the UAE to perform over Christmas.
Awesome.
Obviously subject to stringent testing. And yeah, Santa has COVID, so
Wait.
we ain't going.
Oh wait, okay, are you being facetious, or was there actually a dude playing Santa and did he actually get COVID?
Yes.
Kids, you heard it here first. Christmas is canceled. Santa has COVID. Oh, that's hilarious.
Isn't it good?
Wow. Okay, I thought that was just you being like, ha ha ha, like it's canceled because of they're afraid of Omicron and stuff like that. And
No,
Santa's got COVID.
Because literal Santa has actual COVID.
Good lord. You got to know he was an anti-vaxxer.
And
Well,
in Abu Dhabi they have the real one. They can pay him.
Oh, the real Santa?
The real Santa, yeah. So,
anyway, so that's what I was supposed to be doing. I was supposed to be flying next Wednesday, but obviously that now is not happening, so I'll be here instead.
Sorry for you.
Well, that sucks. Selfishly, we're still glad to have you, but
That's all right. But yeah.
I think it really sucks that the job is not happening right now. Or are you getting?
Yeah, I am annoyed about that. I was gonna be busy for the whole month, and film work is not busy in December, so that's a bit irritating.
Shit.
But
So let me distract onto something nice, please. What's your greatest juggling act?
oh my god, that's an impossible question.
Yeah.
The greatest juggling act to recommend for someone to see. Oh, I don't know. There was a fantastic one, and it's not really a show.
Okay.
But over lockdown,
Yeah.
there was a massive sort of collab produced by some of the best jugglers on the planet.
Okay.
And I'm just looking up the name for it, but it was on YouTube.
Yeah.
Let me find it.
But I think Marco might have been asking about you personally. Like, what's
Mine personally.
your best trick?
My favorite gig. My favorite trick. I can juggle on roller skates. I don't know many people who can do that. I can juggle on roller skates simultaneously.
Let me guess.
That's
Was
fun.
somersaulting for Ring of Fire, right?
I clearly need to up my game. I am sorry.
No Ring of Fire? I'm disappointed.
I found it. It's called COVID 3B. And
Okay.
it's basically a 10-minute long edit of the best jugglers in the world, sort of doing a trick and then passing to the next person somewhere else in the world. It's just very well done.
Okay.
Flynn, are you able to pull that up and paste it in the chat?
Which one?
Yeah.
Sorry.
COVID 3B. It's
called
a
COVID 3B juggling. It's entirely not relevant to the stream, but
Oh, you're not familiar with the bullshit we get into.
But well, let's try to get nearer to topic. What tyrant creature do you think would be the best juggler?
Ooh.
ooh,
I like it.
Toxicrene.
Gargoyle heavy hands.
What was that?
Toxicrene.
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 It's a good choice.
All the tentacles.
I would say the second edition Zone Probe with the huge big rubbery hands.
I was also going to say Dactylus.
Yes,
Oh,
that would have
nice.
my take as well.
Good one.
Oh,
Given that it's the only
yes.
Tyranid I can think of that actually canonically throws balls.
What the awesome image I have in my head right
Yeah.
now of a Dactylus juggling.
Juggling Spore Mine.
That would be awesome. That's a really good answer. I was, for some reason, I thought Lictor, but it was more that the Lictor is not such a good juggler, but it would juggle to distract you, and then it would stab you with its overhead claws.
No,
No, that's what a Holocron would do. That's Eldar all over.
the Lictor's to German. He's dead serious. He's not funny.
Hey, we're doing our very best to prove this just wrong every week here, and you stab our effort in the back.
So for anyone listening out in Radio Land, my understanding of Germans is defined by Hydra and Moloch, and Moloch's weird sense of humor to me is every German sense of humor.
That's the way it should be.
So you mean none at all?
Oh, too dead serious, bunch of lictors. Very efficient. They're very
I wanna
efficient though.
say-
Very efficient lictors.
Yeah, that is true. But, yeah, I want to say Dactylus.
That's a good choice. I like that.
Yes, that's choice, I guess.
I mean-
Can't beat that.
I guess a zone throw could like juggle things with its mind, but
Oh,
Yeah.
telekinesis.
But-
Yeah,
That's
cheating.
cheating.
Surely.
yeah,
But
that's
the,
true.
the moment I said second edition of Dawn Probe, I was imagining the big rubbery, stupid monster hands like they can't juggle, like they are too inept and not
Yeah,
agile enough to juggle anything. It's like, oh, no.
yeah, you're right.
I think that second edition Zone Throat would be the clown part of the juggling act,
Yeah.
where he tries to juggle and stabs the ball all the time and has them pierced on his fingers.
Nice.
Exactly.
This was
Also,
a
he would-
embarrassing squeak.
He'd be a very good clown because like clowns wear those ruffs around their necks. You know how they have those like poofy
That's
things
true.
Yeah.
that stick out, and he's just got it up on his head.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
tell us
right,
in the
wow.
chat, folks. What Tyranid do you think would be the best juggler or clown?
So Peter,
Which is
Yeah.
a very important, very serious question.
Sorry, Peter Hampson,
Yeah,
go
so-
Flynn.
Peter's gone. Alternatives: Zoanthrope or Maleceptor with psychic shenanigans. They
Yep.
don't even need to use
Mm.
their hands.
Yeah. I
That's
initially
cheap.
wondered about Toxicrene just because of the tentacles, but I stand by Dactylus.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worry the
Would it
tentacles
not-
might get tied around each other.
Yeah.
Huh. So I'm getting shaky already because I just dropped the first bit of the evening.
Throw something on the
And I
floor.
cannot-
Send
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
send
I cannot
party.
find it.
Go
So
find
you
your
guys
space
rock out.
marine. Go find a space marine and throw it on the floor.
That was me. Last
No.
week.
It was actually the equivalent of Age of Sigma because I cut this Stormcast in two and I lost part of his code.
Oh
Oh, poor
no.
guy.
Are you working on Nightbringer,
Yeah.
Grim?
Sorry?
Are you working on your Nightbringer?
I am.
Hot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give us the good shots. Damn, that's
Nice.
so cool. It's so it's so much like that art.
That was the idea. Because I wanted something a bit bigger than the current sculpt and up to the modern sculpting standards, especially with the way the new Necrons are.
Yeah.
And I mean, you've seen my original Nightbringer, but he's just not dynamic enough. I wanted something that was more
I
like
still
the
love your
artwork.
original Nightbringer. I'm a big fan.
I like the original one, but it didn't have the movement that I wanted. It doesn't
Yeah.
look
He's
it
chilling.
doesn't look sort of ghostly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just chilling.
Yeah, so I'm working on a much more dynamic one.
So
Nice.
he used to be a laid back dude, but he's not laid back anymore, yeah?
Well, yeah. He's in his
He
angsty
hates
phase.
COVID as much as everyone else.
What's
It's
that,
COVID for
Simon?
you.
I said he hates COVID as much as everyone else.
Gotcha.
Understandable.
Yes,
It's stealing
Nick.
his job.
So Jim Wormwood has gone. That Nightbringer is Chef's Kiss, phenomenal.
Yes.
Peter Hampton has said that's a Nightbringer. Shame the old one is fine cast and a bit small. That sculpt is gorgeous.
Yeah.
In regards to juggling, Mum and Egan has said a Gene Stealer would be the best juggler with 4 or 5-digit hands.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Why
Mhm.
not?
Although,
I don't have the self-intelligence still trying it. It's gonna be shit.
yeah. And only one of their pairs of hands has 5 digits, the other one has 4.
Yep.
Ah.
But they still can
So-
grab things, right?
Still a good answer. Still a good answer.
But you're the pro. If you say everything else are not good for juggling, it's not good.
And then Johnny Van Cleave II has said the Catachan Devil has got the most arms.
That would just get in the way,
I mean,
wouldn't
that's
it?
fair. But surely it would have to like lie on its back and just sort of because it's like an eccentric thing, isn't it? The cat
Yeah,
devil?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and
So
Mum
what
and Egan
are you
said
working on, guys?
I'm getting back to my lictors that I was doing. My big bad, oh shit, Death Leaper, and the little Death Leaper babies.
Cool.
And I feel like
Awesome.
it's well timed because there was like those, you know, those like chainmail things that go around, like show us your most liked post.
Yeah.
People tag me on a couple of those, and I don't usually do them, but like if you tag me on it, I'll like send you the most liked post. And apparently my most liked post was this guy, so maybe I should get back to him.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you
Mine-
say that like
mine was
you're not
actually my
impressed,
favorite.
Simon? Oh, really? Oh, what a piece of
thought it'd be
garbage.
the,
Oh
thought
yes,
it'd be
you
the
want.
Dominid.
What's that?
Yeah, that's fair.
I thought it'd be the Dominid.
No, man, people like this a lot more. Apparently, I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, it's Instagram. It's not what people like.
True.
Yeah.
Good point. As I would say to you, good point. Anyway, so this is what people like, or this is what Instagram likes, not people.
Yeah.
The algorithm.
What Instagram thinks that people like.
Yep.
Yes. I don't know. I think he's pretty cool. I like him.
No one disclaimed that, but compared to the mother of all Tyranids, that is he's rather small.
It's not always size, Simon. Come on.
Simon.
Where's my pin vise? That's a dilly of a people.
Yeah, what are you working on, Marco?
Yeah.
Don't ask.
Is it a
Don't ask,
crude?
please.
Marines again.
It's a
Didn't turn.
crude. It's a crude, really. No, it's just another bloody space marine. I'm sorry. I'm feeling embarrassed right now.
Oh shit.
You
I
know,
have to
space
finish-
marines are creatures, right?
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
I have,
They
to,
are created, right?
I have to finish 8 more till mid-December, and then I'm done with the project. Then it's off to Tyranids next year. Promise.
Okay.
Really?
Fine.
It's a good thing you've got Tyranid chops from back in the day. It's a good thing we like you.
Yeah.
I really need it, I guess.
And Marco, Simon, what are you working on?
My new design, my new concept for a Tyranid warrior.
What?
Mm.
How's that going?
Well, let's not say new design, but it's more like, going back to the design I once started and seeing if I can improve it.
But
Nice.
was
And
that
if
coming? Was it that coming from? You didn't work on Tyranids for a long time, huh?
What?
You didn't work on Tyranids for a long time. Where's it coming from?
I'm not saying, because otherwise Mr. Ping's head is going to explode.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, but we kind of want that, don't we?
Could be
Sorry?
fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Marco already
So
tried with telling me about the his space marine he's working on, and it didn't seem to take.
Okay,
So
that's right. I'm partaking in a exchange.
Yeah.
So someone asked me if I could make a Tyranid of my hive fleet and send it to them, and they would in exchange send me a miniature of my liking.
Nice.
And I said, well, I haven't been doing Tyranids in a while, but I always wanted to go back to my Warrior Street Fighter design.
Nice.
And want to rework, or let's see if I could push it even further, because when I built them, I was young and inexperienced, and yeah, let's see if I could.
And have no
if I could-
sex yet, of course.
Yeah,
Have what?
and let's see if I can make it up with shaking hands and oldness. And yeah, so that's what I'm trying to. I feel like I took my mouth quite full with proclaiming how much I do not like the Macron,
yeah.
but I still have to live up to my claims, and I think it's maybe easier to start small, and start with something I feel more, comfortable with. And
Yeah.
I have to admit that having those warrior parts in my hand, it was when you go back and watch one of your favorite shows from back
Yep.
in the day, and it
Yep.
feels like coming home.
Aww. It feels
Oh,
like
so that was-
home to me. It feels like home to me.
I didn't want to get so pathetic, but it is.
You calling me pathetic?
No.
You jackass.
Nick, the thing is, pathetic in German means something very different altogether.
What does it mean?
Pathetic.
Oh,
Tell me more.
Like melodramatic. That's what he wanted to say.
It means what?
It's melodramatic.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Full of feeling.
Like pathos, like empathy.
Yes, too much.
Yeah.
Too much pathos. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're not pathetic. You're full of pathos.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And you
I'm
certainly
sorry.
are.
And what?
You certainly are full of pathos.
Well, thanks.
Who's full of Athos and Aramis?
What?
Athos is one of the three musketeers.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Simon.
So yeah, that's
Simon.
where I'm heading here. What?
Huge compliments for your Gene Stealer models you did this week. I'm such a fan. I was really totally blown away by them.
Thank you very much. And they
Really
were great fun.
Awesome. Great stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. I had great fun doing them, and it was one of those things that I always sort of felt I wanted to go back as well,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I have that Gene Stealer cult like sitting there, and it was such a shame that I had this bits box gathered back in the day when I did that cult, and when I started to work on my my new take, I couldn't find that bits box.
Oh no.
Yeah, and at some point I found it, and it was like boom, and now it all comes together even better than before.
Oh, good.
So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So Gene Stealer cards. Now I just need to, find the time to paint them and play with them. Yeah.
And thanks to Mama Negan for partially inspiring them with the whole
Oh, yeah.
Kimpash Ember and all the
Yes.
prompts and all that.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
that
and
was
she's
the
on-
main
She's
part.
on next week, isn't she?
Yeah, well, she's here in the chat too. But yes, you're
Hi.
right. Thank you for reminding me, Flynn. Damn, why do I keep saying Flynn? Grim, Mama
It's
Negan
really
is going to
me.
be joining us for next week's Creature Conference. Like, formally, in the conference, not just hanging out in the chat.
Formally.
Formally. Mm,
And she will be full of pathos,
I hope so.
but not pathetic.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, thank you. Screw you.
I saved your bacon right now.
What?
I saved your bacon by explaining it to Nick.
Oh yeah, that's right. I might have be replaced as well.
You are irreplaceable, my dear.
I'm
Oh,
doing my best.
Now that surly Marco guy, however.
Don't know
Stop
what
talking
he's
about
up
his
to.
yacht.
still waiting for it. Still waiting. One day.
Yeah, so with the super chat guys.
No! No more encouraging Marco to get yachts
mean
through
Sim-
Super Chat.
Nah,
Well,
don't do that.
we have one of our super chatters of Symbio Joe has arrived. Same
Uh-oh.
with Brett Evans.
Uh-oh. Danger.
Danger,
Uh-huh.
Will Robinson. Danger.
Symbio Joe has
Yeah.
entered the chat. Danger.
Yeah, and he already has that T-shirt.
Oh, yeah. You haven't gotten yours yet, Simon?
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Me neither.
No, Marco, yours is on a boat.
Ah, shit.
It's on a yacht. It's coming to you on your yacht. Congratulations.
Well, I do like boats.
I know. You want to buy one, apparently.
Well, not really.
Not a real one, anyway.
You like boats
Okay.
as long as you can jump off the side of them and hang out with your undersea friends?
I've been on so many boats that I really appreciate when someone is in command who knows what he does or she does.
Yeah.
So I'd not be the one. And when the waves are big and the storms are high, I don't want to be in command.
Yeah.
I've actually seen too many people vomiting this year already on boats.
Shut
Would
up.
you-
I had my whole family vomiting the whole weekend last weekend, and I'm done with the vomiting, so
Oh,
leave me alone with that.
Why did you?
What?
Why did you?
Why did they vomit?
Yeah.
Because they were sick. Oh, Jesus,
Really?
here we go.
Answering the hard questions here.
Yeah.
It's journalism around here, okay? It's journalism.
Look,
well,
look at that. Marco, you're one euro closer to your yacht.
What? No! Damn it!
puppeteering one.
Good.
Mama Negan causing trouble.
Excellent.
Every time you do that, I get 5 more messages from Marco asking for his cut for his yacht.
Is it paid now? Is it paid now? Is it paid now?
But thank you, Puppeteering One, for your contribution. We'll use it to buy more bullshit stickers for people.
That's cool. Do you have one on your Nivea, Nick?
Yeah, I do. It was perfect. It covered... This is what I would recommend you do with your stickers when you get them.
Okay.
Use it to cover
Awesome.
your Nivea tin.
Why would you need to cover it?
Because I'm not getting paid by Nivea.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, why should they when we're doing free commercial for them all the time?
Yeah. Why
Also,
bother
they would think
paying?
with their target audience.
You mean
Well,
creepy
Nick-
sculptor dudes?
Yeah.
Come on.
I have mine here too.
Well, Nick could be. He is a bit metrosexual.
What? What does that have to do with Nivea? Only metrosexuals are allowed to have soft hands? Well, that's fine.
Ooh,
Yep.
Marco, you're now $1 closer.
Oh,
to your
no.
yacht. You got
Finally.
Oh, yeah.
for that.
Careful, I'm pretty sure that Aussie dollar is worth less than a Canadian dollar.
I was about to say so. This is like what?
Thank you, Brett Evans, for your contribution to Marco's yacht.
No, he's buying his shares in the yacht.
Oh, nice.
It's okay. You can all jump aboard. No problem. I will show you the mantis shrimps and bobbled worms.
But who will you choose as captain
Ooh,
of your
yeah.
yacht?
I guess it's gonna be Simon.
Oh,
And I can tell you why.
why?
Simon is so afraid of capsizing, and we've seen it on the Algonquin lakes, that he would make the perfect captain because you would never, ever drown with him.
You're talking about when we were in a canoe?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was my freaked out day. Okay.
He was creeped
Did I
out by
to
the
make
scary
fun of me?
campsite that we were staying at.
Oh Jesus! Don't remind me of that night. Well, we all had our scared night, and mine was on the lake. It was black. We were canoeing on a black lake, and I was expecting something very old and with lots of tentacles to rise up and eat us alive any moment.
Yeah, but wouldn't that have been
Because we
great?
were-
Wouldn't you have been like, oh, hi, old one. Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, but I had my camera with me, and I was frightened to almost death that I would drop my camera into the water.
Oh, that's the first thing you have to get over when you're a Canadian. Cell phones, cameras, it'll be fine. I once jumped in a lake with a cell phone in my pocket. It kind of survived.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've done that too. I've done
That
too.
doesn't sound very confident.
And do you two
More
remember?
upsettingly, I've done that with train tickets in my pocket. That wasn't a good day.
Ooh.
Wow.
What were you saying, Marco?
Well, I was asking if you two remember the giant snapping turtle we found on the road beside the lake.
Oh, I
It was
forgot about
really
that.
menacing.
Yeah, it was pretty
I
big.
honestly don't. I was pretty frightened, I guess.
It was amazingly beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Whose cuckoo clock was that?
Sorry, that's my alarm reminding me that I need to stream.
Right, okay.
Stop working and get ready
Thank
for
God for that,
streaming.
otherwise you would have been late.
Yeah. Oh no, but this is like the normal stream time. For the normal stream time.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes marginally more sense.
But I think we were late today, weren't we? Didn't we start a couple minutes late?
No matter
Maybe.
what time we have is at, we always start late.
Simon rolled up and gave us his advice about children and women, and I was too busy laughing to
Amazing.
start the stream. And then we
chasing
started
them.
with the shitty audio. So
For the cause.
you know why? It's because
Sonic-
Bargeist made that amazing fifth member. Oh wait, what? Oh, I shouldn't have said it. Damn.
Too late.
All right, should we use that as a segue to talk about? Oh shit, Jai Van Cleef came through. Hey buddy, thanks. If it says $1, does that mean it's American?
Yep, that's American dollar.
Wow, fancy.
Speaking of that, he says we are the hive mind, so it's our yacht.
There we go. So we're all
Deal,
investing
okay.
together. We're investing together in a yacht.
It's good for me.
Did you guys hear that story? I can't remember who it was, but some like billionaire early in the pandemic posted a picture of like their yacht where they were like sheltering in place during COVID. It did not go over well.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They were like, "Oh, I'll be sheltering in COVID, like I'll be isolating on this boat." And it was this giant yacht, and everyone's like, "Wow, buddy. Way to be tone deaf."
Yeah. Totally.
Do you remember when that happened? Was it Kim Kardashian? I feel like it was.
Oh, she did the thing where
She
she
was
like
talking about how she paid. Yeah, she
She
paid
took her
for
friends to, like,
nearest
an
and dearest
island
to
or
go on
something.
holiday on an island.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, on above. Yeah.
Would certainly fit.
Yeah, so fun fact. Do you guys know Oculus Imperium or whatever?
Yes.
He does like he does fluff stuff.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, he lives in Toronto. I met him once because he's dating an old friend of mine. Or I don't know. Are they engaged? I don't know. But yeah, he took that Kim Kardashian thing and he basically like copied it and just posted it on Twitter. And I don't know anything about Kim Kardashian. And like this is when it was happening. And it's like the text of it was like, oh yeah, like I got my friends together and like we all got like tested and we're gonna be hanging out together on like this private island or some shit. And I was like, oh, that sounds nice. So I responded to him. I'm like, oh, that sounds nice. He's like, this is a reference to Kim Kardashian, right? I'm like, God damn.
Damn it.
I mean, it does sound nice.
Yeah, like, yeah, I don't know. We got cottages here in Canada. What's that, Simon?
I should have free time. Maybe I could spend some time with you in your nice shelter.
Yeah, take me with you.
Yeah. Doop-de-doop-de-doop-de-doo.
Doop-de-doop-de-doop-de-doo.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like Marco's like the censor for everything we're trying to say? Doop-de-doo! Let me take a closer look at that. I don't know if that passes German muster.
It wasn't serious enough.
That sounds like frivolity. We don't have any time for that in Germany. Flynn, do you wanna do some November stuff? Because I almost spoiled the surprise.
Yes.
Okay.
On the screen.
I wonder if no, it's gonna fudge us over.
Oh, screens. Yeah.
Hold on, I'll go pull it up. So yes, as people may or may not be aware, in addition to Mama Negan's amazing, excuse me, in addition to Mama Negan's amazing Kip Ashember, there was also Nidvember going on, and as we're all like Tyrannid nuts here, I've been enjoying Nidvember. Has everyone else been enjoying the Nidvember?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm a Space Marine guy now.
Oh my god, this fucking Space Marine guy.
Ah,
Peter Hampson has donated £5.
What?
yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, that's big money.
Nice.
Marco, what?
No, I trumped you
Oh
all.
wow.
Yes, you
Oh
did.
wow. Yes, you did.
I can smell the sea already.
Wait, but no. Beardy beard Eric. Let's not mix that. Metal beard gave us $1 too. That's American money. That's big
Right?
money.
Thank you, Eric.
Okay, Flynn, can you put these people's names in our chat, our Creatures Conference chat? Because I'm gonna have to send them some stickers because this is getting ridiculous.
Oh, I was in for the donations. Yeah.
Yes.
I will figure that out at some point.
Yeah.
Oh
wait.
Only because I've got.
Oh no, you've got your thing up. I'll do it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Got it right here. We got Peter Hampson. We got Mama.
Oh, are we starting on November already?
I think we should.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's up. We're ready to go. We've got our old friend Weird Witticism back.
Oh yes.
Yay.
Oh jeez. It took me so long to figure out what arms those were.
Oh,
arm?
are they? Is it dry chat or is it the thing?
No, it's the big.
Thank you, the amble.
The big beast.
It's the amble.
The amble, yes.
Yeah, I love that one. I saw that. The amble's been discontinued as well. I wanted to use it for a build of mine.
I'm so mad. Like, what the fuck is going on with Games Workshop? Like, pardon my French, but like, how do you cancel? How do you cancel the amble? How do you cancel the Zote? Like, they got to get their shit together and bring them back out soon, because
they canceled the new Zote and amble.
Yes.
Already.
Yeah.
Shit.
The amble, the Zote was only out for about 3 months before
Gotta
it got
buy
discontinued.
some. Damn shit.
Yeah, I got lucky. Wait, was it you, Flynn? No, it was Ironbeak. He got like an assembled amble and an assembled Zote from somebody, and he sent them to me. Like, I bought them from him. But yeah, I bought a Zote, and I was like, I'm gonna buy 2 of these. I'm gonna convert one to be like whatever. And I only bought 1, and now I wish I'd bought 2. But they have to come back. Like,
Yeah,
please God, let them come back.
all of the
I
expansion.
mean, they're doing this a lot. Like they did that with the remember the Rogue Trader
Yes.
kill team set,
Yes.
and they made. I mean,
Oh my
they made
God.
some fairly.
Metal Beardy just like took on Peter Hampson. Guys.
Galapox
Oh, sorry.
Secret
the
funding.
Galapox infected that I just used for everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like because they were just really useful. Like this guy, my old war boss, is based on the Jello Boss infected, and you just can't get them anymore.
What?
Yeah, it's stupid.
They only released them in the box, never ever separately, and now that box is discontinued.
But
Really?
did you,
So
when you were buying them, Grim, were you able to get them cheap? Because like people want the
I
Rogue
was getting them on
Traders.
eBay. I was just kind of, I was getting them on eBay just whenever I was able to.
Yeah.
So I just sort of set an alert. Well, kind of like Flen does for Giants, I guess. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I use them for a lot. Like this guy, my troll surgeon. He's one as well.
Yeah, we
see
can't.
because,
Sorry, we've got Flynn up, so we can't really see. Hold on.
okay.
Let me see what I can do. Okay, here. Now we can see you. Go for it. Show us.
This guy.
Oh yeah, that guy. That was Gellerpox?
Him. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, his belly is Galapox. Like his whole torso is Galapox.
Okay.
And actually, so are his legs. Now that I think about it.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Oh.
my.
Oh,
He's when I was building I was building a troll orc army, and I was building like troll versions of every character. So I've got a troll Gazgol, and a troll Big Mac, and a weird boy. Oh, bits and pieces.
Jesus, guys,
I never.
there's a money war going on.
Okay.
Quick, do. Okay, so I think that
So
if it
weird
wasn't
criticism.
if it wasn't for Symbio Joe, didn't Symbio Joe give us €10 one time because he was, rolling in the money? I'd say Johnny Van Cleef, that was one of the biggest super chats we've ever got. Thank you, sir. And also Eric Christensen, also known as Super Beardy Beard Boy, gave us $5 American, which is pretty damn cool, to try and compete with Peter Hampson's £5. But I think the $10 American beats the £5. But it's not a competition.
Yeah.
We appreciate it, and I will send you all stickers. Thank you so much.
The good thing is, if the money keeps rolling that way, and Marco gets his yacht, he now promises to visit you all.
Absolutely. And you shall be the captain.
Whether you like it or not.
Yep.
If you like it or not.
I'm picturing someone like living near like a little stream, and they're just like, they go to sleep one day and they just wake up the next day and there's this giant yacht parked in their little stream, and they're like, what the Marco, how did you get here?
You know the scene in Family Guy with the train going into the really small tunnel.
And
I'm just picturing that.
Yeah.
With the yacht just reversing and ramming its way through.
And just imagine all the banners with Tyranid signs and the Hormagaunt mermaid on the prow of the yacht. Yeah.
Wait, which Hormagaunt? Which Hormagaunt model are you
Oh.
using?
I don't know.
You got 3 options. You've got 2nd edition Hormagaunt Pewter, you've got 3rd edition Hormagaunt Plastic, and you've got Forge World Hormagaunt Bust.
Ooh,
Well, yeah, let's do the bust for the big sculpture.
yeah, bust.
We have
Yep.
to, I guess.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's gonna be the bust.
It just suits the scale. Where's my styrene?
That being said, maybe the hive mind needs to create some kind of real mermaid. Like a beautiful, lofty, curvy mermaid with a lovely voice.
I thought we already did that.
What?
I already made you one. She had a bunch of different tails and a tentacly
Absolutely.
face. You didn't even...
I still have her, actually.
Yeah, there you go. There's your Tyranid mermaid. Didn't you think she was beautiful?
Absolutely. We should make it official. The hive mind needs more like this.
Okay, we should probably get to... Okay, weird witticism.
Yeah.
Before we get sidetracked by more donations to Marco's yacht.
Oh.
So, I think we said everything.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say now after
This thing is
everything.
amazing, and we're all really sad that we can't buy 1,000 ambles.
and stuff.
Old
Yeah.
now. Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. The bit I hate is all of those Blackstone Fortress models. You can't get them anymore, and you actually have to spend an arm. It's basically you either find it on bid and get very lucky, or you have to bite the bullet and pay a scalper
Mm.
if you are really desperate.
And all the prices are artificially inflated because they've got all that cardboard in there that no one wants.
Shit.
Part of it is it's also the rules that are in there are actually worth something as well for once, rather being not really worth them as much.
What?
'Cause
Sorry,
if you
what do you
wanna
mean?
So if you want to play the expansion for example, the
Yes.
Dreaded Amber one,
Yeah.
you have to have the box has all of those rules in there.
If anyone
you
needs
wanted to
those
play
rules,
it-
I have them and I will give them to you.
Why would
Just
they
send
do
me a
this?
message.
I just don't get it. Like as a business strategy, why would they not continue to at least make those available online or something? I just don't
I
understand.
honestly believe it's poor
I have a
organization.
theory.
What's your theory? Tell us, Hydra.
I explained that already. I think they have they look at how much the production costs in total, like everything, and then they try to calculate how much of the copies they have to sell to reach the cost to even everything out, and
Yeah.
everything from there is
Yeah.
like surplus.
I mean, I
And
know
they try to raise the hype as high as possible to gain as much money from that plus side, and they produce just a certain amount of money because storing and keeping things in like
Yep.
keeping those press molds and everything, that all costs money if it's just sitting there.
Mhm.
So my assumption is they produce one volume of things and then they press it onto people.
Exactly.
And over time, people learn that the things will not be available forever. Unless you're Imperial Guard. And
a really
so
annoying
whenever they
business
throw something at you, and no matter the price, you
You
jump
have
at
to
it
buy
because
it.
you have to buy it. For example, if you
Fucking
ever see an
Insidious.
Embo again,
You're gonna buy it all.
we all know we know if they re-release the M-Ball in a different setting, for example, we all know that we're going to think twice if we're going to buy that now because it might be out of stock and we might be needing it at some point. Because we are being trained to buy it when it's available,
Shit.
so they can clear out their storage as quick as possible and be done with it.
So
because
at
while they're really
first,
wary of making lots of like a small kit that they can't sell much of, because I remember hearing about. Do you remember when the Orc Stomper came out? And it just
Yeah.
wasn't all that popular. And as far as I remember, they really got stung for that because like it was their second sort of massive plastic kit, right? And the first one was the Baneblade, and the Baneblade sold fantastically well. But of course, you can sell the Baneblade to Imperial players, Chaos players, Xenos players, Orc players. So you've got a massive customer base. But they based how many Stompers they got on how many Baneblades they sold. And obviously, you can only sell a Stomper to an Orc player, and the Stomper wasn't ever any good on paper.
yeah.
So they ended up with a massive surplus of expensive to make kits that they just couldn't sell.
Okay.
So my theory is, when Simon first started, I was like, this sounds like way too much planning for Games Workshop to ever possibly have done it. But then by the end, I was like, oh my god, this is insidious. Could well be the explanation. I honestly just believe that they're not well organized, and I think that they release a lot of limited models, but they don't always have a plan for the limited models. Like they don't. I don't know. What I believe is that.
After what happened,
They changed that. They used to be that way, but they changed.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but then Cursed City happened, and that was a debacle.
Yeah, that was a fuck up. I don't think that was planned. People who are like, "Oh my god, it was like a plan just to make people buy a lot and then whatever and like put the hype
No,
up."
that was a huge fuck up. That
Yeah,
was a
so-
huge fuck up.
I assumed it was a similar fuck up where what they've done is they've produced boxes for these models. They've produced like the rules and all that shit, and they have the this box the Amble is supposed to come in, but they haven't produced a 40k box for it. So they need to like not retool because they can use the same molds for the kits, but I think they need to retool on the like paper end, that they need to like get paper boxes for Ambles that are 40k and then like reprint the rules in a version that you could use for 40k, even though there's 40k rules in there. And
Yeah. Well,
there's been talk.
Do you remember what they used to do with the Chaos Demon models?
Chaos Demon?
Yeah. Like it used to be that like I can't remember if it still is now, but obviously demons cross over between factions, so the demon boxes had their very own like just chaos packaging.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, because
Something
you could
along
use them in
those lines.
40k or fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And something along those lines, like cross-system packaging, might work well. But
Yeah, that would be good. I think they just basically don't know what to do with the models. I think they need to repackage them, and they just don't know what they want to do with them.
yeah.
And they've got all these other
Okay.
things happening, and it's taking up their time. I don't know.
Maybe we should continue with November, or you guys.
That's what I was about to say.
Thank
And get
you.
some, I need to get some rending claws. I'll be back in a sec.
Good luck.
That's what they all say.
But yes, the sooner they release the Blackstone Fortress stuff separately, the better. I keep telling myself that they're going to repackage it for Kill Team, but who knows?
So, up next, we have our hated little friend
God
The fifth
damn
member.
fifth member. Ugh.
by the amazing High Fleet Bargeist.
Yes, fantastic work. I freaked out as soon as I saw this.
Yeah, it's just too good. It needs more likes.
Yeah, so please go to High Fleet Bargeist's account and like the fifth member, because that is damn cool.
These will all be on my story later. You will know that.
Good man.
It's. Wrong one.
Huh?
That's later. I pressed the wrong button to close. So he's even done it just to match Hydra's artwork as well, with the little bit of extra for the eyes and the mask and everything.
Oh yeah, nice.
I'm right back to see this piece of beauty.
There you go. Lucky boy.
Yeah, I had a long, good laugh at that.
Good.
It's also, I think it is his favorite bit there as well, with the, I don't know which it is for the claws. Trying to get a better
Okay,
look.
Flynn, you need to learn that if there's any doubt about what little tiny
That's
scything
what I'm
talon Bargeist is using, it's got to be his Zoanthrope.
I think it is his answer, but he just
Bargeist has just got 1,000 Zoanthropes just sitting in a pile on their desk.
Well, I know, yeah. I'm trying to think what the tail is as well, because it's not a Zoanthrope
Well, is
tail. I know
Bargeist still
that.
here?
I was about to
No.
say, what's he doing with the rest of the bits?
Saving them for the next wondrous creation.
Yeah, one day he's coming up with one massive zoanthrope full of heads.
I guess you
He's
could,
building a
like,
Hydra.
depending on the bit seller that depending on the bit seller that you're going with, it could be that these are like garbage bits that people don't want. Like I got a lot of gargoyle bodies from bit sellers because everyone wants the wings.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
So you can like load up on the bodies, which is fine by me because I love gargoyle bodies.
Like in the sense of hot manly love, or what else?
Oh yes, yes. My love for gargoyle bodies is hot and manly.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
good.
Oh,
Wonderful.
Speaking of hot manly
Yeah.
love, there you go.
no. Bargeist has said the tips are cut up gargoyle secondary limbs.
Oh, speaking of gargoyles and hot, sexy gargoyle bodies.
Like the pseudo holders at the back base of their wings.
Oh man, damn! Like fuck, Bargeist just everything you think you know, you didn't know shit. Basically, you think you know
That's all you
Tiered
need,
bits,
Bob.
you don't know shit.
You think of the bit as a bit. I think of the bit as several bits.
You think the bits were your allies? I was born in the bits.
All right.
So the smaller ones are from spine fists, the smaller claws.
Oh, that is a garbage
Nice.
bit that no one wants.
So these,
Hey, I'm
these ones are
collecting them. I've been collecting them forever because there's no use.
Exactly, it's a
Why should
garbage
I give
bit.
them away?
You should
Why
use
Why
them,
should I give
Play.
them away?
Simon. You should use them as flooring in your new cave.
Oh, that's a good idea. And my new cave is in a state that so accessible, let's say, that it took me just 2 grabs and I had my rending claws I was looking for. Isn't that amazing?
I want to see
You
it.
got a new cave, son?
Say again?
So you got a new cave?
Yeah, I'm working on it since about a year.
Oh, he didn't get it. He's been working on it painfully.
How deep is it? Like 20 meters? 30 meters?
Oh, sadly, not close that not close that number because
The children can
no,
still
it's
find
just
it.
one room. Yeah, and our insurance doesn't cover me digging it deeper.
Sorry for that. The old gods are always resting deep.
I know. I'm
I-
going deeper underground.
This is a really great angle, Flynn, for the sculpting on the head carapace on the 5th member.
Yeah,
Oh, is that a new one or was that in the post?
that's in the post. It's the last picture of it.
Oh, I missed that because
Simon, I
that's-
think you
that's
did what I
probably-
did, which is just look at the first one and laugh your bag off, and then
Might be, yes.
I'm gonna go to the next one.
Yep.
So
Yes,
this
please.
is High Fleet Conus.
oh yes. I've been
Oops,
monitoring this
where did
one.
that come
This one's been coming.
from? That was cool.
I've been monitoring this one. So is it a Broodlord or is it a Prime? I don't actually remember.
I think it's meant to be a Broodlord, but
Yep.
he's got the high tyrant head. I know the tail and the legs are from some other bit, but I can't remember what it is.
They're from the where's Dwarfenage? Is he no Dwarfenage probably isn't here. The legs
can
and the
go to the-
tail are from the one of the vampire dudes.
Yeah.
I think
He's
it's
also,
the dragon thing, the lower body of the dragon thing, or it might be the legs from the Cursed City guy. Oh, not the Cursed City guy.
here we go.
The monster
It's-
version of the Cursed City guy.
It's Vengorian Lord legs.
I think those are the ones that are half dragon.
Yeah, it is.
Because I've just gone to the other post they've made for it, and they've got a Ravener chest plate in as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good use.
Yeah. Especially when that's another bit you get a ton of as well.
Yes. True. Good observation.
Hmm.
That's a pretty cool model, although I have to say it has eyes.
You don't want it to
Shame.
have eyes?
At the
Shame!
moment,
Shame!
Yeah, I
Currently,
know.
yeah. Might be
we
losing
don't
them.
know what they're planning on with the rest of it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I still love it.
Well, I'm just saying. Yeah, I love it too.
Yeah.
I'm just
For
know.
you, you're like the cherry on top would be that if it was an eyeless horror coming to tear you up.
yes.
Well,
Yeah.
he said shame, actually.
What?
He said shame, actually.
Okay.
Thank you for pushing me in there, Marco.
Sorry! You know you wanted to.
I know.
No, I really love this guy. I've been following the evolution of this guy, and I think the legs and tail from the vampire dude. Wait, he's here. Isn't that him? Diaconus?
Diaconus.
Is this
Yeah.
wait? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Great work, buddy. Glad you could join us.
Sick.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Now get rid of those eyes.
The Hydra has spoken.
So up next,
Mhm.
we have Chris Jingles with it's a cross between Jono and
Oh,
Riot Guy
these
Lictors.
fucking things. Oh, they just scare me.
It's the head, is the skull thing. It's just-
Yeah, yeah. They just give me the terrifying tingles.
See, that's why Instagram sucks in a way,
Why's that?
because I did not see that, and I love it.
Well, that's why Flynn's here,
Yeah,
helping you out.
but it should have been Instagram's job to show me what I like, right?
You are right.
Amazing things, yes.
I guess
So
what you gotta
creepy.
do, you gotta go like this post now, and then Instagram will know that this is the kind of stuff you like.
Tried that. Tried to manipulate Instagram, but it didn't work.
Refuses to be manipulated.
Yep.
That's why you follow the
Oh, yeah.
hashtags, or just actually, I went on to the hashtags the whole time.
Oh, nice. No, I love these, and I think it's a 3D printed arms, right?
It looks like it. Doesn't actually give any descriptions.
They are super creepy.
Yep. And I like how it still has heads, but
Yep.
on the other side, it does not have a head. So when you look at it, at first you don't see the heads, and it takes a while to see that there are,
Yeah,
and then it's not what you
Always good
expect.
to break up the obvious body shapes. Yeah.
yeah. Nice.
What?
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Oh, I've just figured out what the bodies are.
What?
Mm.
What?
It's either the Tyrant Guard or it's the Hive Guard Finecast bodies.
Oh. No,
Hmm.
aren't those Lictor? Aren't those Ravner torsos?
No, because by the time they got around to doing Finecast, they didn't put the Metal Raveners into Finecast. They had made
Yeah,
them
Ravener's already in
plastic.
the plastic kit.
It's got the lining there, and it's got the armor plating there that would be for the Tyrant Guard or the Hive Guard.
Okay. Nice.
Remember how I said that coming back to those warrior kids was like coming back home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right now I feel like I've opened up the door and see all the mess that I have left there and did not clean up.
What?
Because it's like to get those legs into a proper shape, I have to cut every single joint, and there are 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4 of them, and that's annoying as fuck.
I see what you mean.
We all remember. Even I do.
But I think it's going to be an awesome pose in the end, so I hope it will be worth it.
I think it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
It will be the best.
Onwards,
As you
Nathan.
command.
Yes.
Got Thrifty Squirrel.
Ooh.
Now, if I recall, there's a bit of an artwork that
This
you
one
really
looks
like.
familiar.
Oh yeah.
Who drew it? Do you remember, Flynn?
Is it your
It's
old
not
friend
Box, is it?
Roberto?
I don't know that Roberto did the one. I think it was it Callum McDougall?
I can't remember.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Callum doesn't go by that anymore, I've been told. But I believe that they were maybe the artist that did this. I have their art up on Modern Synthesis website if you want to check, but I don't know if that. Oh no, you're doing this. Hold on, let me try. Let me see if I can check. Because it was
and
either
I still have a few of those casts from Trollforge.
so. Okay, so is the thing that's confusing me that Box sculpted the version of it? Because I thought
No.
Box was the one who drew it, but maybe it was Vermis who drew it. I can't.
No, it was. Let me fill you in there.
Thanks.
It was an official artwork, and Trollforged asked. Well, I think it was a cooperation between me and Trollforged, where I sculpted the throne, and
Oh my
he was
gosh.
scared, and
Yep.
he was scared that it would be too close to Games Workshop, and he would be sued because it was that chapter house time.
Yeah.
So before the thing was concluded, and
Yeah.
I sculpted that throne and he casted it, but I had to add a piece where the zone throat would fit in, and I made a weird, thing a small thing that could be easily removed.
Yeah, the head. Oh, okay.
and-
I feel stupid for not remembering that you sculpted this.
And then comes Box into play. Then Box added a zoanthropy headpiece to that
Yeah.
sculpt.
Ah.
That was sold afterwards.
Okay.
And I
Exactly.
think that's how it all comes together. So actually, Box and I have cooperated.
So
together.
no, it's not official art. It was drawn by someone named Mark Wood on Warp Shadow. I'm gonna send you guys the link in our. I guess I can just put it in the chat.
He was called Wormwood on Orb Shadow back then.
Could be, yeah.
I know, I'm sure.
Uh,
Yeah, Wormwood was awesome. He also wrote the background, the stuff for my Hive Fleet.
there you go.
I'm totally 100% sure. That's
Yeah, so it was a Norn Queen's Cradle by Mark Wood. Why didn't I put his Warp Shadow name here? That's weird. That's so cool. So it's cool to have that like concept come back around again from Thrifty. And I think Thrifty did a really good job on it.
Oh, it's
Yep, he did indeed.
Let me just
In-
get it out for everyone to see.
In general, I'm just really impressed by like how fearless Thrifty is with like sculpting nids from scratch because I mean, we might make it look easy, but it's a pain in the ass.
What?
I would
Be we so humble.
I was talking to Box about this, and we were agreeing that we would never sculpt anything that we could kit bash because we're lazy bastards.
Oh, totally.
It's like, why would I bother
Yeah.
sculpting that? I have a bit right here I can shove into place for it.
So I've done that just today, actually, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm working on this Nightbringer at the minute, which is going well.
Yeah.
It's looking okay. And I was originally planning on sculpting that cloak, but because I'm not a complete masochist,
Don't do it.
I had a bit of a think, and I realized actually Abaddon has a cloak, and he is also facing to the right, so the cloak is correct. And I found the cloak on eBay for a couple of
Nice.
quid.
Nice.
Good.
So yeah, he's nearly done.
Smart.
I just need to finish his hood, but he's basically finished.
Cool.
Oh man.
It will be
Love it,
awesome
yeah.
to see.
Eventually.
Oh yeah, so you
I
pulled
have
up
to admit,
the
I'm not the biggest fan of Necrons.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there are people out there
Yeah.
that are not the biggest fan, and I'm one of them. But I
Why?
really
No,
like
that's
those.
entirely.
Why?
Why? Why?
That is entirely fair. Like I do for converting, I don't particularly like Necrons. Partly it's just because I'm used to converting orcs and like mutants, so my converting style is pretty rough and ready.
Mhm.
But and you know, because if you're doing like an orc, as long as it's got a big engine on the back and a big gun on the front, then it's correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
And you can just, if you can't find the right bit, you can just throw together a shitty bionic. Like this guy, for example. He
Hold
has a
on,
peg
hold on, I
leg
gotta-
because I lost his,
I gotta
he
pull your
has a
screen
peg leg
over.
because I lost his foot. Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, go for it.
Right, this guy.
Yeah.
He has a peg leg because I lost his foot.
So you're just like, and bionic time.
Yeah, you can get away with that because it's orcs, and they're gonna just have a shit bionic if they lose a part. But you can't do that with Necrons. So for me, they're not. I don't really convert them all that much because it's just well, basically because it's way more difficult, and I'm lazy.
Yeah.
okay, but
Um,
Necrons are full of Cthulhu, and it's Simon. What's up, Simon?
I know they really are. They've got the old one. I mean, they are they're less now than they used to be.
Yeah.
Because they've been given a lot more personality now, and I do love that makes them more characterful. But I feel like they've lost that sort of kind of ancient threat feel they used to have. Because a massive part of that was how the idea was that if you happened to find out that you were on a tomb world, then that was basically it. You were fucked. Whereas now it's maybe I'm in trouble, or maybe I get a Necron who thinks that he's in a perpetual tea party. I have no idea. He might just be horribly insane.
I was gonna mention that one. That one kind of doesn't do it for me. The guy who thinks he's real. I don't know if that's a reference to some Egyptian myth or something, but it's a bit dumb.
Well,
I don't know. I just feel like they've lost their fear. For me, anyway.
Thing is, the fear of the unknown is always the strongest.
Yep.
That's
Well,
right.
yeah, that is also true. I mean, it was kind of nice that they were so sort of faceless and without specific identity, because that was what made them scary. And I appreciate that they've got more character now, and that makes them more fun to read and write about. But
Yeah.
I feel like they've lost that essential menace.
Yep.
Funny thing is, there's a documentary. I think it's available on YouTube too, with a couple of well-known writers, and among them Neil Gaiman, which I know Nick really loves.
Yeah.
And it's called Fear of the whole documentary is called Fear of the Unknown. For a
What?
reason.
I gotta see this.
Well, that's based on a Lovecraft quote, isn't it?
Yep.
Talking about the oldest human fear, the fear of the unknown.
Exactly.
Which is the quote on every Lovecraft book.
Absolutely.
And then all the racist T-shirts as well.
Look it up, Nick.
Sorry. Oh yeah, that is true.
Look it up. Neil's great in it.
Okay, good. Neil's great in everything. Come on.
Yeah.
I just listened to his Desert Island Discs episode on BBC whatever.
Oh yeah.
And it was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't share musical taste with Neil Gaiman, but other than Bowie, but yeah, he's a damn fine writer. And Neil Gaiman is actually the reason that I have my favorite fountain pen, because I'm a nerd, and when I'm not making models, sometimes I try and write things. And then I got into fountain pens, and I knew that like Neil Gaiman used fountain pens, so like a nerd, I'm like, yeah, what are Neil Gaiman's fountain pens that he uses? And I was like, I'm like in this hole where I'm like looking up Neil Gaiman's fountain pens, and I'm like, yes, maybe it's Neil Gaiman's fountain pens that I need to be able to write like amazing stories like Neil Gaiman. And I look it up, and literally, like the #1 fountain pen they recommend is one I fucking already have. And I'm like, God damn it! I'm like, oh, it's the tools I'm lacking. It's like, no, you already have the exact same tools he uses. I'm like, God damn it!
Yeah.
And it's not even a fountain. It's not even a fountain pen that I like. So, but then there was another fountain pen that they recommended, and I'm like, oh, I don't have that one. So I bought that one, and that one is that is my love, my lady love. Anyway, weird story.
Very good.
Sorry.
Now you can write again.
Sorry, just to Barghest and Mama Negan, talking about Twice Dead Ruin. Yeah, that is an absolutely fantastic novel. I've listened to it several times, and you're absolutely right. It's a really nice compromise between the sort of old scary style and character. So if you've not read it, it might be worth reading.
Is Necrons?
That is a good one. It's a novel called The Twice Dead King, which was out like 2 months ago.
Okay.
And it's told from the point of view of an exiled Necron monarch whose name I can never remember.
Whoa.
But it's actually really surprisingly good. I really enjoyed it more than I thought I would.
Cool.
Sounds crazy.
It's worth a read. But yeah, as Barghest says, it's kind of depressing if you have relatives that have dementia, because it does cover their sort of mental decline and their inevitable slip.
Oh, that's a good trigger warning.
So it's really interesting in that regard. Yeah. So yeah, just bear that in mind.
It's a lot.
But it is a really interesting look at them.
That's a lot for the K novel, isn't it?
Oh, talking about dementia?
Yes.
That is pretty deep for a 40K novel.
It is pretty dark, but it covers a really interesting part of Necrons that I don't think gets really touched on, which is that and it comes up in this book all the time, but the fact that basically they are living souls. Oh yeah, that's true. Dysmorphia as well. That's true. They actually refer to Dysmorphia as an actual creature called the Dysphorak in this book.
Okay.
the idea that the living soul sometimes realizes it's stuck in a metal body, and basically the Necron goes insane.
Oh my god, that would be terrifying.
like
Oh my
the-
god, I could
the-
picture myself doing that,
Well,
and that would be
exactly. So
terrifying.
Yes.
Well, like there's this long passage about I can't remember exactly what's happening, but the character is panicking for some reason. And essentially he realizes, fuck, I can't breathe. And he's not had lungs for millions of years, but
Yeah.
that doesn't change what your basic brain wants to think.
Oh
So
my
it's a really
God.
interesting concept.
That's
That's
that.
that.
Wow. That just
Dark
sold me
It's
on it.
really well done. It's really well done. It's very, very definitely worth checking out. I've listened to it a few times now since
Cool.
downloading it. Because I tend to stick audiobooks on when I'm working, and I've just finished a big job, so I was listening to a lot of audiobooks.
How was it called again? How was it called again?
The Twice Dead King by Nate Crowley.
Thank you. Got it.
No problem.
Buying now.
And the other good one is The Infinite and the Divine,
Okay.
which is a bit
that
funnier, a bit less
Trazin?
serious, but it's still very much.
Is that one about
Marco, do you have Spotify?
Yes.
Then don't buy it because those audiobooks are on Spotify.
Ah, thank you.
really?
Yeah, I'm catching up with I'm re-listening to Revenor,
Nice. Awesome.
and I just listened through Eisenhorn and needed to go to Revenor because I remembered him more fondly than Eisenhorn.
Yeah, he's more fun. He's certainly more accessible, isn't he?
Yeah. Then you've got Bequin
yeah.
after.
Yeah, I'm excited for that because I'm not reading up anything on that, but I'm excited to see where it takes part. So to take part in between or afterwards, does she eventually wake up or how's it going? And that's no
I'm
spoilers,
not going to
please.
say anything.
Of course. I honestly
But-
haven't even have read the second part of Becken, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Of what?
Becken, this third trilogy.
Yeah, that's what we were
Oh
just.
right, yeah.
Bequin.
Ah,
Yeah.
Bequin. Yeah, okay.
I heard bacon. Maybe I'm
Bacon.
hungry.
Ah,
That's 'cause
Maybe
you're
I'm hungry.
Yeah, you just need a snack.
Well, you could snack on this next one.
Oh shit! Right. Sorry, I have the screen shifted over. Ooh
Yeah.
yeah! That's a goodie.
It's Chris Jingles again.
Oh man, Chris Jingles, man, making our life.
Yeah.
Guys.
Once
So,
you fix those legs, right?
Oh, yeah. I didn't want to say anything.
ignoring the legs, but also the
No,
Beast.
I kind of like the legs because they look different and they help to give it a complete different appearance.
I think they're the Lynn's miniatures.
They are.
legs.
They're 3D printed from that dude who makes the really like spiky
Spiky
Tyranids.
As they should be.
You've got the crustacean Dimmercaren thingy.
Oh yeah, I thought we did that last week, didn't we?
That's actually in the pictures. It's the last picture of it.
Oh okay.
But actually, I do like the way they've done the arms. Like
They're a
it's
bit.
like two
The arms are a
steps.
bit tentacly for me, I think,
Yeah.
but I really like the claws on the end.
Yeah.
Just the tentacly bit is like I'm anal, right? We had this conversation recently that I'm like, when Simon was asking how many sections can you have in a Tyranid limb, that just feels like a
Yeah.
lot for me. But whatever.
And I feel like I got a problem that the hands are so big that the arms appear to be too thin.
story of
Oh,
my
yeah.
life.
You and your fucking hands. You gonna go get those wooden doll hands out again, Marco?
Yeah, I
What?
think we need a hand with that. I think I'm going to go into the next one, which is once again Bug Haste.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Are we just
Yeah.
featuring two people?
Appears to be.
Well, these are some of the best ones I've seen.
Okay.
And obviously, so we can see where the little claws came from, or from the actual wing bit that would come from here.
Oh, nice.
But what I love about this one is he's combined all 3 current sculpts in it.
That is a thing of beauty.
Oh, nice.
Where's that tail from? Oh, is that the first? Wait.
No, so the
No.
tail, I'm guessing, is from the Tyrannocyte. It's one of the little tentacle legs.
Oh, yes. Well spotted, Flynn. The tentacles that it has hanging down.
Am I right, Barkheist, if you're still here?
I believe
he's
that's
still here.
correct.
Yeah. I just started off a Necron discussion, so I'm sorry. But, yeah.
Technically creatures, so yes, they can count.
Yes,
in the
they are
creature
free.
conference.
Anything Xenos counts as a creature conference to me.
And I was right. They are the.
Yeah. No.
There you go.
bits.
I mean, it's a good thing you're right. Otherwise, we'd have to revoke your ownership of the Tyrannid Museum.
No, not the ownership rights. Only
That's
just completed
right.
the bloody thing.
You'd have to send that. You'd have to send that protonid to Bargaze because we'll be nominating Bargaze as the next curator of the Tyrannid Museum.
That's fair.
Hell?
Who's rummaging?
Sorry, I'm trying to find one. You know what I'm trying to find? I'm trying to find another one of these stupid gaunt armor plates with the hooks on it.
Throw
that-
a marine in
Yeah.
there, you'll find it then.
Fucking hell! I'm just gonna turn off my mic. You guys go for it.
You're rummaging in your childhood, aren't you?
Let's turn this mic off.
Good for him.
So up next we've got Tactical D-Bag.
Which is another cool one, yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
actually
fun.
do
Shield.
love that shield. Did
Yeah.
you wa-
It's like the is it the 2nd or 3rd edition Tyrant Guard that had those sort of like
Yes.
fans almost made of bone? You know the
Yeah,
ones?
They came out in
Yes.
3rd edition. Yeah, they were the first
Yeah.
lot made.
Yeah.
I like to refer to those as the
Yeah.
picnic tables. It's like they're holding up a picnic table.
Picnic table.
So, honestly, what kind of
Yeah.
picnic tables are you having in Ontario?
Big ones.
Gribbly ones, weird ones, huh?
Yeah, with tongues. Our picnic table have tongues.
Yeah, you know it can eat. It can eat for you.
Yeah. Have to be careful or your dinner's gone before you notice it. Wait, the last piece of pie was at the table. Oh no!
It's a weird place, isn't it?
Yeah, it appears to be.
Yeah, it took me a second to figure out what bits we use for it as well.
Oh, nice.
All right, I give up.
There
I
we
can't
go.
find
Hey,
this one.
next. We liked
Next
it.
one. Yeah. I am actually going to go to the rest of Tactical D-Bag's work he's been working on.
Nice.
So
Nice.
you've got his version of the floating Maleceptor, his squid Toxicrene, which is going to be done way before I even start with my one.
Nice.
I can't remember what he's got for the big Trigon body. I can't remember what it's meant to be. But he's got that one's working on, and
Oh,
also
I think that isn't that a DAC. No, it's a fucking malefactor, isn't it?
It's not fucking.
I'm getting confused here because what's his name? Rama Mago or whatever. I think is also working on a malefactor. So now I'm confused as to I can't remember what Tactical D-Bags was.
I'm
If
trying
you
to
look
find that
earlier,
post.
oh yeah, with the he says squid, isn't it? Space squid or
Mm.
something?
That's the Toxicrene one. I'm looking at the one with the Trigon body. That's been this one. It's a Tyrannocyte he's going to be using. That's what he's doing with that one. And he's got his Red Terror as well, and a seated Patriarch there that he's making. Anyway, so
Beautiful.
to the next one is Elliot
Mm.
Watson, who unintentionally did an Edinburgh post. So he's created his own Pyrovore, which
Nice.
I absolutely love. I know that head is definitely from the Terragon kit because that's one of the
Yeah, it is.
bits coming out.
That's one of the birthing dawns. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nice
honestly, is the Pyro War still a thing?
As in, is
Yeah,
it still
I mean,
around?
it spent
Yeah.
a long time just being absolutely useless, didn't it? Is it any good nowadays?
Was it ever useful?
I thought they just made it cool. Like I remember people talking about how it got good again, and they needed to find a way to
Yeah.
be able to pyrovore.
But
That's what I was wondering about, because I remember, like, the whole time I was actively sort of playing, collecting this, the Pyroval was just shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
To me, it's always been
game wise and model wise, huh?
Yep.
It's just been like the joke unit for as long as it's existed, from what I remember of it.
Absolutely.
it's got a flamer, but it's not. So you got to get it up close, but it's not good at combat. It
And
just
it
doesn't
It's
make
also
any sense.
slow, isn't
And
it?
it looks
Yeah.
looks stupid.
And
It's,
it looks stupid. It looks like a gun's having what's that, mumps? We'll
Not
get
to
that
say this
swollen
isn't a
neck.
cool conversion,
Oh.
but we don't.
Okay, just to like kind of redeem myself and to show that why I've been rummaging or what I've been rummaging. Here's this. And here is, the hell is it? One of these. So I do remember this crap, even if I forgot this crap.
Are you
Troll
still
Forge.
digging? Are you still digging through trousers?
Well, I pulled out Simon's throne that he sculpted for Troll Forge. His Zoanthrope throne, similar to what
Yeah.
Thrifty Squirrel was working on, and then I remembered which I'd actually kind of forgotten about, the box Zoanthrope, which was kind of cute. Had a really badass face on it.
Yeah.
I know it's got some Tyrant guard of it.
Oh shit! I should use that face on something.
Remember
Damn,
my
that's a
Tyrant
cool
guard?
face. I do, yes.
Of the Swarm Lord?
Yes, I do remember that.
That's what I was going to say. It'd be really cool to see. So I really like the sort of shield aspect of the ones in third. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess I'd love to see it if that was more like a part of their design, right? You know, the whole living shield thing.
Yeah. Well, those Roberto sketches did it a bit.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. I think I showed you this a while ago, but there's a crab that has exactly that, called Green-Faced Crab.
Yep.
And it's the most stupid-sounding crab. But when it holds its claws in front of its face, they completely interlock and form a solid armor plate.
Yep.
And that would be really, I think that would be really cool to see, like interlocking sort of plates somehow that form that shield.
Oh, Mr. Pink has been there, right?
Hold on, let me see if I can grab him.
Once or twice, I guess.
Once or twice, fucking all the time. Sorry, did someone say interlocking shield? That's my drop card.
Yeah, I know.
That's
okay. What are you looking now?
So this is Ramago 1. It's the continuation of their Beastie Boy. So I'd like, because I know I showed at the very beginning, so I thought I'd show like an update at the end of November.
Nice.
It's you know, when it's a big project, it's going to take some time, and just being able to see the updates and the amount of detail still going into it, it's amazing.
Yeah.
This is the Malefactor, right?
I think this is the Malefactor. Let me check.
I remember that I started on a Biotitan once myself, and I never came further than 2 legs.
Wait, is this the what was she called? Oh no, not what? Fuck! I always forget what we called her. What was her name?
Echidna?
No, it was something like mother in Latin.
Simon, do you still have the parts?
I am not sure. I might have thrown them away.
Really? Wait, the big one you were making out of epoxy sculpt? That you started here in Canada?
I'm not sure, but I know that I had them in my hands at some point, and I thought, well, what am I going to do with you?
Look for it,
Oh.
please.
Okay.
Apparently Marco wants to buy it off you.
Yes, of course. I want to buy off everything and the yacht. Yacht. Of course I want to.
So
Okay, when it comes across, I will see. I will think of you.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, that sounds so romantic.
Because...
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm being
Aw.
pathetic again.
That's what we are.
So there's one thing you asked, we said we'll show this week. I don't know if you remember, Nick.
I don't. Surprise me.
Something happened on, I believe it was Sunday.
Sunday. Shit. What have I done? What have I done to myself? Throw me into the
Someone
hole.
cheated.
I'm ready. I'm ready,
one else
coach.
did.
Am I a father again?
Is Marco my
Here
father?
it is. If you look
No.
played up.
It was
Oh,
you,
Hydra's
what have I done?
Yes.
birthday.
Yes.
Hydra,
We said
did
we'd
you
do a
remember?
roundup.
What?
Did you remember that we were going to do Hydra's birthday roundup?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Bring it on.
And I have to admit that I forgot about it a bit because I was sick that day.
Thank God that you forgot, because I forgot as well. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone who participated in November. It's awesome. I feel remiss because I've had some life stuff going on recently, and I haven't been able to do as much hobbying as I would have liked. So I wanted to do more November stuff than I did, but I'm hoping to kind of catch up for it now. But yeah, like I was so inspired to see all the stuff that everyone was coming up with. And Flynn, thank you so much for like really running with it and like featuring it in your stories, and then also for doing these roundups for us. Like, I really appreciate that.
Yes.
That's all right.
That was amazing work.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
I had to take my foot off
And-
November a little bit as well this month.
it's okay. People have
And-
I
life.
didn't get-
Nick, seriously, you are doing November the whole year long, so I think it's okay if you kind
Thanks,
of take
buddy.
a little break.
Gotcha.
Thanks, buddy.
I can't even remember the last time I touched a Tyranid, so...
Yeah, I can remember the last time you touched a Tyranid. You
I know
jammy
you can,
bugger.
and you're still harassing me about it, I know.
Damn fucking straight. It's only one of my most favorite Tyranids of all time. What do you know? It's on the screen here. Kind of, sort of, maybe. Oh no, it wasn't here. It was on the other one. Okay. Flynn, do you want to? Yeah. So yeah, November, awesome. But like as you said, Flynn, you took your pedal off it. The beauty of having community events like this is that when one person takes their foot off of it, someone else can put their foot on. So like all the people who were contributing to it kind of takes on a
I
life of
think
its own.
It was a lot bigger this year than November was last year because we actually had other
Because we
big
didn't use a sketchy hashtag.
that as well. But it was like I saw other like big other people in the community do it. So Katie plays 40k. I saw
Wait.
Shooty
Bigger than Marco?
remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
He said other big people in the community. I'm like, how could there be anyone bigger than Marco?
Because if you
He's
go
got a
by
yacht.
number of followers, yes, he's got funding for a yacht.
Yeah.
No, it's just been like other people have taken it. They've seen like the post we did at the very beginning of the month, and have just taken up the torch as well.
Nice.
So it's just going to be something that gets bigger and bigger, and hopefully it can rival October as well as a big month for the
Did you
Xenos
see that?
factions.
Did you see that there's like a no Veldar thing going on?
What?
That doesn't
Why?
work.
Yeah, well, they're
No,
trying hard.
Copycat.
They're trying hard.
No. Oh,
Lame. So lame.
Because everyone tries to make their own one. Like you've got Crusademus is another one they're trying
Ew.
this year.
Is that with Dark Black Templar, whatever their name is?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Wait, that wasn't
there's-
Games Workshop started, was it?
Oh, right,
No.
thanks,
it's-
Templars.
The Dark Black Templars. Yeah, not just normal Black Templars, it's Dark Black Templars.
There's March from
Ones with like
Crag.
piercings and tattoos.
March from a Crag is some crazy thing that Nick Baton came up with, and I don't
Yeah.
think we need a month for fucking Ultramarines.
Just for Ultra, yeah. It's
No.
I mean, Nick's an okay guy because he's got a really awesome name, but I I don't think we need a month for and like March.
Yeah, Baton is a great name. Baton's a great name.
Okay, so to make it clear, the very first one of these was Dreadtober. That's the first one I remember, where you're supposed to make a dreadnought or a dreadnought-sized creature in October. And then there was Monster March. That's when I did my Patriarch.
Well, and
So-
they've been doing October for a long time as well.
Yeah.
It's existed forever.
Yeah. Since before Games Workshop shot the bed with it.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, while you're comparing your internet knowledge skills,
Okay,
I
you
had
guys go
written
ahead.
off
Go ahead.
had,
Flynn and Hydra, take it away.
No, I just wanted to point out what the hilarious comment from Symbio Joe, who said, Hydra's birthday, projectile vomiting everywhere. That's an amazing conclusion of the day, yes.
Pyro redesigned the Pyrovore for Hydra redesigned the Pyrovore for his birthday. As Symbio Joe notes, oh god, a Pyrovore with a real mouth as a muzzle. That is perfect. I think that should be a thing.
That's just weaponized acid reflux, isn't it?
But isn't Tyranids already do that? That's bioplasma. Surely the Pyrovore is like Games Workshop trying to like move away from bioplasma and just needs to come back to it and just make it bioplasma.
I don't know, because there are plenty of other like what the starfish does and what flies do. Like they do vomit over their food to pre-digest it before they eat it. Like that's a thing that plenty of real creatures do.
Yeah.
The starfish is a particularly weird example because it throws up its own stomach and sort of drapes it over what it's eating.
Oh, gross.
But it's starfish. Is it that sea cucumber?
Yes.
Oh yeah, ask
yeah.
Marco, Master of the Seas.
Honestly, first off, why wouldn't you? Of course you would want into your food to slurp it up. Why wouldn't you? Sounds nice, doesn't it? And yeah, pretty much the starfish has the ability to just take its own stomach and put it out of its body.
Yeah.
Pre-digest everything it touches and then slurp it in again.
So anyone who reads the Expanse books knows that in book 4, when they're on Illis, there's a creature that vomits out its stomach to eat things, but it didn't show up in the show. Yeah, I think it's probably a nod to what you're describing.
Wow.
Yeah, because they have to like talk
makes
about
sense.
alien biology. Oh, spoiler alert! If you haven't watched the show or read the books, there's some alien biology in there. Yeah, but they try to make it as like science makes sense as possible, as scientific as possible.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking for inspiration for alien life, then the ocean is a fantastic place to look.
Yeah,
Yay!
we've been over that, I think, haven't we?
Definitely.
Okay, so we should do Hydra's birthday.
Yes.
Yes.
Hydra, you take it away with Flynn. I'm gonna go grab something, but you guys start.
Yeah, of course.
Wait. Shall we sing a song?
Happy birthday to
Oh, no,
you.
please.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Hydra. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, Jesus. Thank you.
Oh, jeez.
Apparently, we sing this so much quicker here in Germany. It's more efficient.
Yeah.
And it's more efficient.
Quicker over. Okay. I posted these things and I tried to comment on all of them because I felt very honored by each and every single post that used that hashtag, because on that day it was really a relief. I was not expecting to be such, I did it last year because lockdown and I thought it was a fun thing to do, but this year it was a sort of a lifesaver. And
Oh, that's cute. Nice.
yeah, and I appreciate each and every single post. And those two, I think they're not chronologically here because someone started early, I think on Friday, which was really cute. And
You can look at all. You don't have to look at just top. Right? All posts?
Yeah. Oh, no, I've got it. But what it is, when you on the computer, it has top posts, but it doesn't put them into recent.
Okay.
Well, these are
I think it
really
was-
really
Oh.
amazing pieces here. So because it's 28, so everyone was doing something ink 28.
Yep.
So that was really cool. And yeah, I appreciate each and every single of them, and I think they all have a very great quality for Kit Bash, from a Kit Bash perspective.
Nice. I
was
love
Tooth and
Borneo.
Layer.
I love everything Borneo does.
So the person who started early was Tooth in Layer.
Yes, and I really really like those two guys,
Yeah.
and I like that head on the base. That's something I want to explore more.
Oh, yeah. I kind
work-
of missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, the statue.
Like-
yeah.
having broken off statue parts, so that's why I cut this the Stormcaster part, because he's a statue. Yeah, and I think what I wanted to do today was to appreciate all of them, and but I think it would be a little lengthy to go through everything.
Would it?
I don't know.
Well, he's just swimming in tribute, you know. He's the mighty Hydra.
Yeah.
It's too much.
So you just keep talking, Hydra. I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
Throw each
you're
one
just
off.
flipping through. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me. Yeah, that was probably one of my favorites. Because of the personal history. So I don't know the handle right now.
Or horror, I call him.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
I wrote with him about Solstice 28.
Yep.
And he said, "Wow, that's so the 21st of December is my most dreaded day of the year." And I was like, "So why would that be?" And he said, "Because that's the when his world turns black for 40 days, because he's living
Oh,
up north."
Northern Russia?
Yes,
Okay.
and I thought that's the most coolest thing you could possibly have on the internet. To have someone, you know, you write about little toy soldiers, and suddenly turns out that one is like living so far away, in such a weird place.
Oh,
That was
Yeah.
really cool. And the other thing was that he posted a picture of his bits box at some point,
Oh, yeah.
and I said, "Well, that statue is awesome. I have that statue too." And he said, "Well, I took it from that traveling bits box." And I was like, "Oh Jesus!" Because that's the bit I put in there,
Yeah,
Nice.
nice.
and that's why
yeah.
he built that for my birthday, because it was my bit, and I think he did
Aw.
amazing.
Oh, that's really
was
cute.
That was that the Kit Bash's fellowship thing?
Yeah, I
Sorry?
signed up for that and never heard anything about it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
signed up for that and I never saw it.
I
Never
think
mind.
two of them got lost or something like that.
Yeah,
Lost.
I
I
know.
don't know.
Well,
Right.
I know the one I was signed up for made it to the UK because it got to Box, and Box only lives like 100 miles away from me, so I don't exactly know what happened. but
That's one of the
never
ones
mind.
that got lost.
Yeah,
Well,
damn it,
lost.
Never made it out of Box's
lost.
hobby room.
Yeah, it's still sitting with box.
Yeah.
Because, you know, box. Ha.
Ah, he's like,
Ah.
yes, it's my name. I'll take it.
Yeah. No, I'm just annoyed because he said he said he put a couple of bits in for my This is when I was still going full steam on my little Grimshroom cult, and he said he put a couple of bits in for them.
Yeah.
Oh
So I
no.
was excited to see,
Damn.
but never mind. Never mind.
Yeah.
I need
So
to
that's
revisit them.
that's what I wanted to appreciate tonight. And I said that I was going to raffle off things. Oh, there was another one. So there was, I know it's Space Marines, but can you go to the you know, yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He used, I know it's a Space Marine and everything, but I really like the sculpting work on the face mask.
Yep.
And the other thing is that he used some of the bits that I sent him because he won last year.
Oh, nice.
And he did something that I would have done as well. I sent him a limited Space Marine, and he chopped it off.
Beautiful.
Good.
And used it there.
Yeah. Are you
So
a
I
true
really
kit
like-
basher if you hadn't chopped up against the exclusive sculpt or something that you can't replace?
I don't think I've.
Yeah.
I've never done a Games Day thing. Like, I mean, I've done Forge World models, but
Yeah, I've done.
Yeah.
I think I've done a games
well, they're all Space
Somewhere.
Marines, so
there. No, there used to be some good ones. I mean, like the
Yeah.
what was his name? Was it Angor?
Oh no, I
What?
lied. Yes, I have
What?
Anger Proc. I've chopped up Anger Proc. I chopped off his gun and gave him.
Yeah, he was a games day exclusive.
You're
wasn't he?
right. Wasn't he one of the first? No, not first. No.
Yeah, he was a very early one, and they did. There was an orc that was really cool.
That one they
And
remade.
they did a couple of Chaos Sorcerers.
Yeah, they had Archaon on foot was one of them.
Oh, that one's cool. I have that one.
Yeah.
They had the
Mm.
Slayer. They
The
had.
Skaven Warlord, that one was great.
Yeah, that was the last metal model they had actually produced.
Oh,
before they went to
Yeah,
Vanguard.
I have a few of them.
wow.
Yeah. What else do they have? The orc and the grot with the arms crossed. That one I like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
that
guy, the
was
Black
really cool.
Orc. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that one.
I once made a. I just placed a Christmas hat on the orc and the grot. That was pretty
Nice.
funny.
Nice.
Oh, I've seen these. These are gorgeous. The sort of plant-like nids.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, you mean the weird witticism ones that we showed
Yes.
earlier?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
you just yeah.
I've
yeah.
skipped because we've shown that like so many times. I think I actually showed that.
Oh no,
actually-
that's cool.
I showed that one actually earlier tonight on the stream.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it is.
and
nice.
those were pretty awesome as well. So yeah, all around, I am really happy. It
Did
really
you have a
made my
happy
day.
birthday?
Yes, I had a happy birthday.
Good.
Yay!
And
Even with the
now
vomiting.
we want to. Well, I said a raffle off something.
Yeah.
And
Oh wow, I didn't see
again-
that one. The walker.
Yeah.
The crazy ball walker thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that's nice. That is cool. Love a good tripod.
Yeah. And had some good picture taking there.
Yeah. Good use of focus.
And since GrimNGribbly, you are our guest of the evening.
I'm gonna end
Um,
No.
Yeah, you have to roll the dice.
Do you have a die?
Fuck.
Wait,
Good work, Simon.
Somewhere.
go to Google and just type in 1d6.
You didn't warn me. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I have one on my phone. I just feel bad that we're doing this and I don't.
I forgot about this
fine.
part.
I'm sorry, I took you by surprise because I did not count how much things there were.
Nick, do you want to
How
just
much entries?
close
Oh,
the
sorry.
watch
Yes, thank
party?
you.
That is fine. I will roll one now.
Oh, wait,
Well,
wait,
let me-
guys,
let me
stop,
first
stop,
count.
Stop. We have some trouble on the stream, I think, because my YouTube feed says this stream has ended. Cricket noise.
What? Hold on.
Oh yeah,
That's-
I've got that
That's
too.
that's the me bit.
Oh no, that's
I've ended
different.
my-
That was sorry. That's I'm still up there. The chat's still up there. Why is Flynn show? Flynn, I turned off
Yeah, mine's
show.
Doesn't look right.
Because you've clicked my box. Just
Oh.
click me again.
So
Oh,
Grim,
unclick
if
your
you
box.
have
There we
like
go.
random thing, randomizer,
I
there
have
are
a dice
15
generator. It's
entries.
cool. Yeah, I have a dice generator.
We have 15 entries.
15. All right. Well, I'll just roll a d20 then, and I'll re-roll it if it's higher than 15. That's easy enough.
That's
Yeah.
clever.
Yeah. Cool.
Clever boy.
7.
The lucky number 7.
Woo!
So let me check. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the prize goes to Meister Squid.
Woo! Congratulations.
Random
Meister
chance,
Squid.
it was you.
Sounds
if I-
German to me.
Yes, I think we wrote at some point, and I think he's living in Hamburg.
Oh, inside job.
So Germany,
German prize going to a
I'm
German.
just happy I don't have to ship anything on the other side of the continent of the.
Stop the count.
so in German, you would say he is a Pfeffersack.
A Pfeffersack?
If you are from Hamburg, you are called a Pfeffersack.
I thought you
Makes
were called a
perfect sense.
hamburger.
It's a Pfeffersack.
Aren't you a hamburger?
No, I'm not.
No, you're a
No.
Berliner.
Yes,
Oh,
but
yeah, that's what I was trying to remember.
You're a
You
jelly
bin
donut.
Eine Berliner.
Ich bin ein Berliner, which doesn't that just mean I'm a sausage?
No, donut.
Jelly
no,
donut.
I wish it did.
Okay, someone's audio is echoing.
a Berliner is actually a pancake in Germany.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
gotcha.
really?
But people from Berlin
Pancake?
need to hear this.
Whose audio's going a bit?
Someone's audio's messed. Who's not wearing headphones?
I never did.
You monster.
I haven't
Same
been
here.
for the entire stream.
We were just lucky until now.
Yeah. Yes, Tom Wilson's right. Good way to save on postage. Yes, especially shipping to the US or Canada is like costing a left and leg and an arm right now.
Oh, and the UK now that Brexit's a thing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Because
don't
the
even.
51% got their way.
Jesus.
But yeah.
Such a shame, huh? Such a shame.
I know, I'm upset.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's just
And
causing more problems than they thought it would solve.
yeah. And I had a friend living in London, working at like a very big bank. And yeah, he said like everyone who can in the sector is leaving London right now,
Wow.
Yeah.
or is leaving London for a good while. So he was like, he's living in New York right now and working there in a bank. And he was wondering if New York, what would be a good place to stay and so on. And I asked him if how about London would be, because his parents live in Germany, obviously.
Mhm.
And he said, well, no, because it's a sinking ship and everyone's leaving.
Oh, wow.
I'm not going
That
back.
is, that is how it feels. But yeah.
And I'm so sorry for you guys.
I traveled to France on a holiday about 2 weeks after the vote, and I just spent the whole holiday apologizing and saying it wasn't me. I voted against this. I'm sorry. Because every French person I spoke to was like, "Why are you wanting to leave? What's going on?"
You fucking Brits.
Anyway,
Oh, Jesus, yes.
But you can clearly see it with age, who voted for it and who voted against it.
Yeah. All those who
Yeah,
cannot
divided.
drive the truck voted against.
Yeah, yeah. And then we needed the truckers when we ran out of fuel.
Yeah, I think that's the joke he's making.
Yeah. Anyway, never
Yeah.
mind. That's an old argument.
I feel like I've been mostly spared from it because I don't often order that much stuff from the UK. Like I tend to
Yeah.
get more stuff from the States. Yeah. I don't know.
It's more of just between UK and Europe. That's where
Right.
the main issues
Right.
are.
That's where it used to be
Everywhere-
fine, and now it's crap.
Yeah, because it's all like transporting to Canada and stuff is the same. It's just because I buy stuff on eBay a lot, as everyone here knows.
Yep.
I don't buy from Europe anymore because it's just way too expensive. Like
Wow.
Yeah, the shipping's got crazy
postage,
expensive.
postage used to be for maybe £5.
Yeah.
It's doubled that and even triple it for some stuff, and you're just like, I know
Yeah.
most of it goes towards covering customs and stuff,
Yeah.
but it's just a piss. I don't even know how much it is to send to Europe as well now, because
It was
And it
so I've
takes for
actually
ages,
just had
right?
to do this. I've just had to ship my. I'm not going to say exactly where in Europe, but I've just had to
Right.
ship my devices to Europe.
Yep.
And it's been stuck in customs for a week. I keep checking the traffic, the tracking. It hasn't moved.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
And that's so frustrating, right?
yeah. Well, yeah, and I've sold stuff to Europe. Like I've sold my own work to Europe in the past, and shipping to Europe is vastly more expensive now as well. It's 2 or 3 times the price it used to be.
Yeah.
Like for the same weight, for the same size item, it's 3 times as expensive.
And you feel like it's more expensive, but you don't get any extra service. It's just
No,
expensive.
it's making.
because-
Well, if anything, it's slower. Like it's massively slower, but there's nothing we can do about it.
That's sad, but true.
Yeah. So I'm just hoping that Scotland finally votes for independence again, and then I can get a Scottish passport.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I was about to say move to Scotland and hope for the best.
Oh, that would be
Hey,
good.
Scotland's one of my favorite parts of the UK. But
yeah, me too.
honestly,
Straight up.
maybe it's not. Sorry, Scotland's one of my favorite parts of Scotland.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
It's like getting the t-shirts and everything in. That came through quicker than I think anything will come in from Europe quicker.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
I got a notification that it got into the UK on Tuesday,
Yeah.
and 2 days, and then then 3 days later I get it today. And comparing that to some of the other stuff where I've ordered it, and it gets to gets to the UK and then has to wait another week before it gets anywhere else.
Jesus.
So
Yeah, it slowed things down. So I apologize to my Hobby Vices person. I am sorry. I shipped it about a week and a half ago, and it's not moving. Anyway.
Well, it's all the ferryman.
Yeah. I remember the day the vote happened. I didn't actually know what the result was because I hadn't had time to check.
Yeah.
Because I was working on a film at the time, so I was up at 4, and straight on the train. So I just didn't check the news, and then I got into work, and they were playing funeral music on the speakers, and no one was talking, and I was like, right,
Oh.
I know the result now.
Great.
Everyone was just super depressed.
the fact is, it's like most of the country was depressed about the result, and you had a few people doing the whole cheering everything, but some people were actually on the news the next day going like, yeah, I voted to leave, but I was doing it as a protest vest. I didn't know it was going to win. I kind of
Stupid.
don't want to.
Like those people that voted for Trump as a protest against the current
Oh my God.
establishment.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, even Trump didn't expect to win.
He's like, what?
Like, it was marketing. It was marketing, and then he was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck! Now I actually have to do the job."
Yep.
Apparently not.
Well, you guys want me now to be president? That's a joke, right?
So I
Well,
actually,
okay, then.
talking about like funeral music and all that stuff, when that election was happening, I was working at like an employer that was pretty like fun and weird and stuff when you have like movie nights and stuff like that. And I was like, hey
Nice.
guys, let's watch Is it Idiocracy? Is that what it's called?
Idiocracy, yeah.
I'm like, hey guys, let's watch Idiocracy this night. Because like that's what it would be like if Trump won. And he's clearly not gonna win. And I think that like my colleagues like had a better sense of this than I did. They're like, no, this is too depressing. I don't want to watch that movie. And then he got elected. And I was like,
Well,
oh,
it is
shit.
depressing now. It just feels too real. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel like a joke
Yeah.
anymore.
Absolutely.
But we all survived it, right? I think that's
So far,
You can't
we
say that
can't
yet.
say that just yeah.
Yeah.
don't tempt fate. Ever.
Did you
One
not see the
Piece.
crazies on January 6th?
Oh God.
I feel bad. We were
Yeah, that
streaming
was-
that
that was
day,
a-
and like all the Americans
that
in the
was a-
stream were like, oh my god, I'm so sad." And I was like, "What? What's going on?" "Oh yeah, that weird thing on Capitol Hill. Whatever, no big deal." Because like I had stopped working and I wasn't really paying attention to it, and yeah, I felt like an idiot.
Yeah,
What
that was
a
a thing.
what a shit show, huh?
It's
It was.
I don't know,
It
man.
was a twin.
It's still like it's not gone though.
No.
Definitely not.
It's not over.
Yeah, because Trump still thinks he's actually president, even though
Yeah.
he didn't win.
He moved the White House to
What?
Mar-a-Lago. I
Really?
saw that one coming.
Yeah. I mean, and the phenomenon is all over the world, huh?
Yeah. We got it. Like, we have stupid shit like that here in Canada. So, okay, this ridiculous thing happened this week. This is showing you, like, where conservatives are. Canadian Conservatives. So our environment minister for Canada, he used to work for Greenpeace. He was like some.
Okay.
I don't agree with a lot of the things that Greenpeace does, especially like how they exploit baby seals to like
Yeah.
make money on shit, and like the Inuit people in Canada, they legit like subsisted on seal fishing responsibly. And there's this whole documentary you can watch if you want to. It's called Angry Inuk. If you want to understand why Greenpeace is full of shit and why they like completely fucked over Indigenous people with their colonial bullshit. Anyway, so he used to be part of Greenpeace. He's now our environment minister. And we have like a hybrid parliament right now where some members of parliament are in the actual building and some are working from home. And there's this law in Canadian politics that when you're doing your parliamentary duty, you can't have any props. Like you can't be holding a sign, or you can't have like a funny hat or something like that. Like you couldn't wear like a Make America Great Again hat or whatever. To keep people from doing shit like that. And earlier this year, we've had this big thing in Canada with the discovery of unmarked graves of Indigenous children at quote unquote schools, like residential.
It was all on the papers around here, actually.
Yeah, good, because that's some bullshit. But there was an Indigenous minister who was speaking, I think, on that topic, or speaking on some Indigenous topic, and she was holding an eagle feather, which is like an important Indigenous symbol. Like it's a part of like an Indigenous bundle, which is like healing medicines and stuff like that. And one of the conservative politicians took like a point of order, saying that she was holding a prop because she was holding this eagle feather. Anyway, so that was embarrassing. But the stupid thing the other day, which was more hilarious, was this minister for the environment was on Skype or whatever from home, like Skyping into the parliament. And he's in his office and his bike is hanging on the wall because like whatever, he's at home and he hangs his bike on the wall. And one of the conservative politicians was like, point of order, that bike is a prop. It's like, what? And it's like only a fucking conservative politician could look at a bike and be like, that is a divisive social commentary. It's like, get off your lazy ass.
Wow.
Sorry, that was a long walk for probably not a great drink, but whatever.
It was so.
Well, we've got something funny about Greenpeace, but it's more related to rugby. Basically, back in 1985, one of the Greenpeace ships was sunk in the Auckland Harbour in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And so, because it was done by the French, because of something to do with something going on at the time,
Yep.
the New Zealand, when they went to play the French, they played, I think, the dirtiest game they had ever played.
Okay.
And it was just, had everything was just fucking hilarious.
Wait, this is rugby?
This was a rugby, yeah, because
So, oh man, I would not want to be on the receiving end of like dirty All Blacks. Like All Blacks are terrifying enough on their own.
then dirty All Blacks is just even worse.
Dirty All Blacks are going to destroy you. Like you'll actually die.
Wasn't it the Rainbow Warrior?
Yeah, that was the ship.
I think so. Yeah.
But it was just how it happened was just, it'd be a rift between the two countries, and obviously when you have rivalries between countries in sport, it goes a bit further.
Well, let's say the French Secret Service was at the top of the game back then, because sinking to Greenpeace ship with the Secret Service was like, why? Fuck you.
They used the Secret Service to sink a ship?
Yes.
Holy fuck. I did not know this story.
It was to do with something that Greenpeace had been doing, they'd been blockading or protesting something about the French.
Yeah.
So they couldn't do anything. So they sent the Secret Service in to get back
To
at them,
poke a hole?
destroy it.
Really?
Yeah, with a big
Because
fence.
it was in New Zealand territory in the Auckland Harbour, the New
Yeah.
Zealand government weren't happy with it, and so stuff happened.
They
Let's think.
deployed the All Blacks,
Yeah,
otherwise known as the New Zealand Army.
yeah. You don't want to be staring at that hacker.
Hell no.
Yes.
But
Okay, this has gone way off topic. What's going on in the chat? Anything fun?
so we've got Simio Joe saying, because that in regards to the post, because AML, because you threw some money around, or Canadian Postal Service is great.
Oh, because the shirt made it to him?
Yeah, of
Is
how
what we're
quick it got over and everything, and didn't have to go through customs and stuff.
Well, that's probably because it got out of the hands of the Canadian Postal Service very quickly and got into the hands of the efficient German Postal Service. I don't know if I don't think we were on stream yet, but I was talking about how I sent I sent a shirt to someone who lives 100 kilometers down the road from me. I could have driven it to her faster. And it was the most expensive one, including the shirt that I sent to June in Australia. Was cheaper to send than sending to Sarah in Ontario.
No.
Because the Canadian Postal Service forces you to get tracking. I highly believe it's because the Canadian Postal Service is inept, and the only way they're going to accept responsibility for not getting your package to someone is if you have proof that they didn't get your package to someone. Yeah, it's a mess. So Canada Post is not great, but whatever.
Yeah. Diana says,
"Hey, Diana!
If you want to use your vote to protest and spoil the ballot, it says more that way, because they actually have to announce how many ballots have been spoiled."
In the UK?
Yeah, no, that's true.
In the States?
Because if you just don't vote, I know this is how it is in the UK law, but if you just don't vote, then it just records that you haven't used your vote. Whereas if you spoil your vote, that could be anything. It could, you could write whatever you want. You could just draw a big penis on your ballot.
There's only one thing to write, and it's F you, Boris.
Well, yeah, but the point is that if you do that, then you've still exercised your right, but you've said that I don't choose any of these. So it's just a better way of sending a message than not voting or voting for a protest candidate.
You need to have a reopen nominations or a run section.
Yeah.
Tom
That
Wilson.
looks good. Grim, what you're having?
Yes.
Gonna happen.
Oh shit, I should get my beer. Oh my god, we're almost done. I forgot about my beer.
Great.
Single malt.
Let's have some.
Oh.
Wait, sorry,
Tom Wilson's-
Scotch? What was it?
Nice.
It's Brunnerhaben single malt whiskey.
Yo, I have been to Brunnerhaben. Brunnerhaben is a very special place. We were driving on Isla, and we were like turning around the back of Isla on this like single track road. Yeah, I know it well. And like the mounds of Jura were off the shore, like these two beautiful mountains. And we're driving down this little track road.
Jura?
Yeah, because Brunnerhaben. There you go. Because Brunnerhaben, it's on like the back of Isla, looking towards Jura.
Yeah.
And we're driving down this road. It's like the end of the day, and we want to get to Brunnerhaben before they close because they close at 5 p.m. and it's like 4:57, and we're like trying to book it. But there's all these fucking idyllic little bunnies scampering across this beautiful road. But anyway, we got there at like 5:01, and we like run in the door, and the two like 16-year-olds in charge of the distillery are like, "Yeah, we'll stay open for you. It's okay."
I've just realised I've got 3 bottles of Isla malt on my desk.
It's because you're a smart man, and this is why we're friends.
I have Brunnerhaben, Jura.
Yeah, well, Jura is an Isla,
And-
but
Empty.
Ardbeg.
oh man, I can't even drink Ardbeg. Ardbeg's a bit much.
I love Ardbeg. It's my favourite whiskey. I bought this for myself for my birthday this year.
Yeah, mine's Lefroy.
Birthday whiskey. I need to get mine.
Oh, I do love the fruit.
So
I
this
do
is
love
what
Lefroy.
I'm drinking. Some stout Irlandais from a Quebecois brewery, but check out this cool label. I think you gentlemen will like this. Marco, you'll like this.
Yes. Love it.
Unleash the Kraken.
Le sang d'encre. So the blood of ink or something like that? It's from this place called Trou du Diable, which has this cute little, wait, they got this little like devil logo guy. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm having Talisker.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
very good.
From my second favorite
Nice.
island.
That's what I bought for my birthday. Cheers.
Happy birthday. Whoa, damn, I forgot I was supposed to tell you guys about a thing.
What?
This
thing?
this free foam air series, sculpting epoxy dough.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So see these two containers?
Yeah.
They're pretty big,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna back this
Yes.
up a bit. So these are pretty big, right?
Yep.
What are... How do I wish I had a scale. I've got epoxy clay here. Look,
It
I've
should
got
say on
way more of this shit than this shit. This thing, oh yeah, it says right on it. Okay, see how big this is and how small this is?
Yeah.
So this weighs 680 grams. This weighs
Yeah.
390. Oh, hold on. You guys chat amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. One sec.
Do.
Bye bye. Nice having
So-
you.
Chat's
So-
over.
I was having fun anyway. How about you?
How's your work going anyway? What are you guys making? How's that all going?
I'm still on that warrior, and I'm trying to make him longer legs, but I feel a little bit lazy, and I
Yeah.
didn't clean up everything properly, and I'm just trying to cover my laziness with texture.
Yeah. Fair
Well,
enough.
I learned today working on some boring stuff, which means nothing at all for you, is just the perfect mixture of being able to listen and talk while working at the same time.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yep.
It is nice.
Just choose some boring stuff. Nothing is exciting. You're gonna
That's
be
fair.
good.
So, what are your holiday plans then, Grim? If you're not, I think that I would be crushed, to be honest, to like planning for such an adventurous trip,
Yeah.
and then it all goes away. Yeah.
I mean, I'm upset about it, but it's all right, really.
Okay, I don't want to dwell into that. I'm sorry. So tell me
No, it's
about that
cool, it's fine.
mushroom.
No, not that. It's more just that, like, because I've been kind of nervous about it for a long time anyway, because of COVID. So traveling is slightly terrifying.
Yeah. Certainly
But
is.
I'd sort of built myself up to it, and more annoyingly, I've said no to other jobs because I was already booked, right? Because I work freelance, so I go
Yeah.
from job to job to job to job. So having lost this kind of screws me over a little bit, or more than a little bit.
Okay.
But really, I'm fine. I can do some more.
Oh Jesus,
I've got
feck
some work I
Symbiote
need
Joe.
to do.
Sorry. Joe's just dropped 20
Oh yeah,
euros.
20 euros. Jeez.
Are you serious?
Don't say anything to Nick. Let's see what he does when he gets back. You just want to see his reaction. No one else comment anything.
Cool.
just let him.
Anyway, yeah, I'm good.
So let's talk about more happy things. What was about that massive mushroom you were posting about?
Yeah, that was a fun job.
What was it made of? Was it actually flexible or was it solid?
It was solid. It was made from I mean, I don't know if the rest of you guys have seen this, but it was just made from polystyrene,
What
like
the
white,
fuck?
white packing foam.
What the fuck? I walk away for like 5 minutes, and this stream goes to shit. Why? Oh, okay. I really like that flag. That's really fucking cute. Symbiote Joe, I'm gonna put you in timeout. This is too much. Thank you so much. That's awesome. What precipitated that?
What?
We don't even know.
I think just Symbiote Joe precipitated that.
No, why would he?
He wants your yacht.
He wants Marco to get his friggin' yacht. He wants a ride on the yacht. That's amazing, Symbiote Joe. Thank you so much, you crazy bastard. I think tonight we've like single-handedly funded the stickers that I've already ordered, so that's good.
Yeah.
Amazing.
By the way, guys, if you're
Yeah?
enjoying so far, like the stream, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends.
Welcome to Flynn, our PR manager.
Yeah.
and click that bell icon.
all of that.
There you go. Yeah. We do fun things here. We have crazy conversations, and we're so glad that you join us. So, but this is super generous. Thank you. Oh, Mark's here. Hey, Mark. Oh, sorry. I was telling you about this shit. So,
Yes.
So Simon knows this place. I don't know, Marco, if we took you there when you were here, but there's this amazing place here in Toronto called Canada Sculpture Supply. And if you are fortunate enough to live in Canada, they will ship you epoxy sculpt. But every time I go in there, I learn something new, I feel like. And
Okay.
I don't know how we got on the topic, but I was re-upping on epoxy clay, which is my new favorite material. It's kind of like superseded epoxy sculpt for me. I've been using it a lot.
Okay.
It's by Aves, but I don't know. I was talking about like filling or something like that. And this guy hands me like this chunk of epoxy that was literally like the size of this bottle, like this big. He's like, here, hold this, and he hands it to me, and I do one of these. I'm like, oh my god, this doesn't weigh anything. He's like, no, and it was this fucking shit. So it's from Smooth On, the people who do the resin and like the silicone and stuff like that, molds. It's called Sculpting Epoxy Dough. It is a mess. I tried it last night. Basically what I would equate it to, Simon will know about this definitely, but it's, and you'll know about this, Alistair, but it's like plaster. Like, you know, like the plaster you use to like patch holes in walls and stuff like that?
Yeah.
It's like thick, but it's like you slop it on. So when you mix these two parts together, this part, the part B is very soft, and then the part A is kind of like a fluffy, kind of like a marshmallow texture, but not as hard.
Yeah.
And I tried to mix them with my hands like I would normally do. Like I was fortunately wearing gloves, but it was just a mess. It was everywhere. So the thing that I found was if I put it in my palm on my glove and I just had like a flat sculpting tool, I could mix it together and then you just like slop it on. But this stuff, like here, I've got some samples. Basically what I wanted to get it for is I wanted to get it for filling, because if I make something big, I'll like fill it with like foam, like just like insulation foam, and then I'll cover it over with epoxy. Or I'll put like aluminum foil in it and I'll cover it over with epoxy. But it gets heavy because the epoxy has weight and it adds weight to it. And I wanted something that I could like use to fill that wouldn't be heavy. So I used it to like bulk up the back on the Red Dragon that I'm doing for Darth Bob. And it's hard to like describe it. So it's very hard. Like, I don't know if you can hear that.
Oh, that sounds rough, yeah.
It's very hard. It's the thing is, I think it's brittle. Like, I think that's I've only experimented with like slopping it on, and also to build this up, it was hard to. You're not really sculpting. You like mix the stuff up and you kind of slop it on, and you get your fingers wet or your tool wet, and you kind of get it into a rough shape. But once it's hard, it's like really hard. And then I also experimented with like covering. I used to use spray insulation foam to like back out pieces of Tyranid terrain like this. But then it has this like crappy open cell texture. So I slop this stuff over it. And it's pretty hard. And then I could like sculpt on this layer or something like that. It sticks pretty well. And then I had this like piece of a plastic bottle, which was what I used to use for like the shapes when I was making my set explorers. And what I would do is I would put epoxy putty inside, but it's pretty brittle and like it doesn't stick that well. And it's heavy.
And it's not so cheap even in that amount.
Yeah. So I slopped some of this stuff in to kind of like give it a backing, and it's pretty firm. And I was gonna try cutting it while we're here. So it's hard to the touch, but I would say that you wouldn't want to like pin into it, because if you press, there's like a little bit of give. Kind of like a hard foam, I would say. But to carve it, it feels like a little bit elastic, slightly. Yeah, I don't know. It's a really interesting material that I really want to get more done with, but I would, so far, what I've tried to do with it is like filling gaps. Like I filled on this little Lichter guy, there was like a cavity in behind these plates. So I just kind of like slopped it in there and cleaned it off the surface. And the good thing about it was that I was expecting that it was going to expand, and that was how it did its, like, it got hard. It didn't expand nearly at all. Like it
Cool.
pretty much kept the exact size that I sculpted it in there with.
Story of
And-
my life.
And like I wish that you were here because I would literally hand you these things to hold and you would feel it and you would know immediately what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. It's so light. And when the guy gave me that big hunk of it that they'd made, I was just amazed at how solid it felt and how light it
Okay.
was. So
Cool.
it feels like being able to like schlop in styrofoam. Like it's like styrofoam that you can apply, kind of, but it's harder than styrofoam.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So
Hmm.
yeah,
Is it-
I mean,
stuff you guys use for work, Grim?
that's not something I've used in the past, but we use something similar.
Yeah.
Smooth On makes a few different products
Yeah.
similar to this. So I use Smooth On a lot, and actually so does Games Workshop. The Forge World casting resin is Smooth Cast 302.
Really?
Really?
Oh
or
yeah.
Smooth Cast 300, I think, with a little
Wow.
bit of black pigment in it, from what I
Oh.
remember.
Okay.
Okay.
But they also make like two-part expanding foams, for example.
Yeah.
And you can get hard ones or soft ones. So, for example, my girlfriend made a little sort of animatable like mandrake sculpt.
Okay.
And it was a latex skin, but then she filled the skin with this two-part expanding foam, which goes soft, so you can pour it into molds.
Mm-hmm.
But they also make a two-part hard foam, which I think is called biscuit foam, as far as I remember.
Yeah.
Which has more prop applications than model applications, really. But it's because it kind of works. It works better the more of it you use, right? If you mix a tiny amount, it doesn't work that well.
Yeah.
But that's because it relies on very precise percentages, right? So if if you're making only 5 grams and it needs 1% catalyst, how are you supposed to do that?
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
right. Okay.
But you see what I mean? So
Yeah.
like it's great for making
It's not
big
1-to-1.
props, but it's not that useful. No, it never is. Well, like fiberglass, for example, is I think 3% catalyst, so you just can't make small stuff with it.
Yeah.
And this foam is the same. It's not a 1-to-1 mix.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was what I was going to ask actually. Is it a 1-to-1 mix? Same
It
as
is
regular
like that's the
epoxy
thing that I
stuff, or
love.
is
It's
it
1-to-1. Yeah, mix ratio is
Right.
1A, 1B by volume.
Nice.
So
That's
that was what appealed to
massively
me.
Easier.
Oh, I'm gonna make. I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna make a video about it. I think that it probably would be most useful in like filling large things. Or actually, Marco, I want to tell you about it because when you think about your Tyranid board,
Yeah.
it would be a very easy thing to mix up and like schlop over. Like basically, what I did on the Red Dragon here was that this is a bunch of exposed pink insulation foam, and
Okay.
at first I was just gonna schlop it on to like cover that up, but
Yeah.
then I thought maybe I can build it up a bit. And the beauty of it is that you can get volume without adding weight.
It's, yeah. It
Like, if
sounds
I had
really
had
useful
this-
as a bulking agent.
Yeah. Sounds great.
Yeah, bulking agent. Yeah, so like the way that you might use spray insulation foam,
Like-
or you might use like you can't always use spray
Like how
insulation.
you'd wrap aluminium foil around an armature
Yeah,
or something before
exactly.
you start sculpting. It sounds like it has a similar application.
Yes, the only thing I would caution is that I wouldn't want to pin into it. Like, I guess you could. Let me try drilling it right here. You could pin into it, but I don't know how well it would hold. Okay, it's very easy to drill into because it's very soft. But if you shoved a pin in there
Is
and then you
it
flex the
soft,
pin,
or are those?
What's
Is
the
it the
how soft
material
is it?
solid, or are there air bubbles in there?
there are no air. That's the thing. There's no air bubbles. I thought it was going to be air bubbles
Right.
inside, but this is just like that's why I wanted to say that it doesn't expand. Like when I did this lictor and I shoved it in here, it's the same. Like I leveled it here and it didn't come out. Like it didn't rise up. So there's no air bubbles unless like the material itself is kind of not
Yeah,
that dense.
I was thinking about expanding foam that you
Yeah.
use for door frames that
Yeah.
doesn't press, so it expands until it
Yeah.
it fills out the
It's not like that.
space, and then it stays. It doesn't
Yeah.
press out.
So
Right.
that's the shit that I use to like back up these, because this is like a piece of a bottle, like a juice bottle that I sculpted on with
Yeah.
Epoxy Sculpt, and then the back I sprayed that stuff, the expanding stuff that you would fill door frames with, And the problem with it is that it expands unpredictably, and you got to cut it down. And then when you cut it down, you have the open cells.
Yeah.
But they're different. But they're two different parts of PU spray expansion foam. So there's this one foam, that cheap foam, that just expands and expands and expands.
Yeah.
And there's one especially for door frames or for window frames, which doesn't push. So it expands until it reaches the border of the cavity, and then it stops there.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
So
I've not
that's
used
more
that one.
expensive, but yeah, it kind of feels like, from at least from the idea, that it's sort of that stuff. But
no, it's
No,
really just like really light epoxy putty.
completely different. Yeah.
It doesn't. There's no
Since it-
expansion.
Yeah.
Oh, Symbio Joe's off.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Hi,
Symbio
Joe.
Joe.
Thank you, man.
Bye.
Cheers, man. It sounds kind of like air filler, which is it's a product that what are they called? Not you, Paul. I can't remember. Anyway, there's a product called air filler, which is basically like that. When I first bought it, I remember just being ridiculously confused because the tub felt like it was empty.
Yes,
But it's very weird.
that's how I felt. Like the guy handed it to me. I'm like, how is this light? That's impossible.
Yeah.
And
You
like
feel like you're not actually holding anything. It's really weird.
the uncanny bit was like having it formed up in my hand, and like the piece was like the size of my forearm, and it basically didn't feel like it weighed enough. So
Yeah.
I think it has applications for any model that you want to bulk up, but you don't want to add weight.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds like it'd be really useful. Like, is it hard enough to sculpt over?
Yes.
You say
100%.
So it's going to be.
Yes.
It's going to find a lot of application as bulking out an armature, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, the only thing is that I don't think it would add, when I'm building an armature, depending on what I'm using the armature for, there needs to be a certain amount of structural integrity. I don't know how much structural integrity this would add. Like if you shoved an armature through this and then you flex the armature, this stuff is, I think, a little brittle. But I don't know, when I'm cutting it, it's like,
How thick is
Yeah,
it?
I was meaning more as like bulk, just if you want to save on more expensive clay before you make a mold or do something like that.
yeah.
But
They
yeah.
used it for backing. Like the thing he showed me is that they made a silicone mold and they needed something to back the mold to give it more like structure, and they used it for that.
Yeah, it's a jacket mold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fairly common. That's if you're So I mean, the molds that most people would be very familiar with is you just glue something down and then you pour silicone over the top of it, right?
Mhm.
So that's a one-piece mold.
Mhm.
But if you want to make a mold of, let's say, something like a helmet, for example,
Yeah.
if you're making like a massive dome, and then as soon as you take the actual solid piece out, the piece will cave in.
Yeah.
So the way you stop that from happening is you make what's called a jacket, which can be made out of fiberglass or plaster paste or plaster or whatever you want. And it sounds like it would be useful for that.
That's what they were doing.
For
what you're describing.
making jackets for silicone molds. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Are
it's
you-
called those jacket molds.
Are you a pro?
I'm sorry to segue in there, but I had today the most awesome experience in school,
Yeah.
and I just felt like, yeah, I was just reminded, and I wanted to share it with you because I think you can appreciate it.
Yeah.
So
Tell
what
us.
I was doing, I was I am doing still lifes with my students.
Painting, drawing.
Nice.
Drawing.
Yeah.
And still lifes can be really boring. But I'm trying to get them interested in the genre.
Mhm.
And so I took the Vanitas motive, and we sort of translated the different pieces used, or the symbols used in those old still lifes, and they should think about what those different things mean to them now and bring their own stuff. And so I asked them to bring their own stuff for their own still lifes.
Yeah.
And one of my students, she brought a Boba Fett helmet, but from the Black Series, so this full fleshed out thing,
nice.
inside and outside.
Wow.
And I was so thrilled. I had the whole day, like 3 hours fun, because I hijacked that helmet immediately, and I was running around with that helmet.
Oh,
You're
Stu.
such a child. I love it.
Hydra,
It
you're
was
gonna love
hilarious.
this. But my very first job in film was making replicas of Star Wars props to sell.
What?
Really?
You probably sold one to
So I
Marco.
worked on.
Yes.
So I
guess
worked on a lot of copies of like Kylo Ren's helmet, for example, but also his lightsaber.
Which company?
If
I've
you
got a
feel
bit
like
of Kylo
saying.
Ren's lightsaber here.
Sorry?
I've got a bit. I don't know if you can see my screen.
I can.
Got a spare Kylo Ren hilt right
Yeah,
here.
of course, I see it.
Are you comfortable sharing the company name, Flynn? Not Flynn. Damn it, Grim. Non-German
I mean, they've been
person.
out
Are
of
you
business,
comfortable
but
sharing?
The company has not existed for a couple of years. They don't sell anymore, so there's probably not much point. But it was
Marco's been
my
buying
first
it.
job at Pinewood.
I'm sure I know it.
It was Prop Shop.
Yes, of course I know it. Yeah.
Yeah, I worked at Prop Shop as a prop maker and painter for about 6 months.
I guess you learn a shitload of stuff in the business, huh?
Yeah, well, that was my first job outside of university, working on Star Wars replicas.
Okay.
Marco, you ask if
Watch out,
Marco, you
watch
ask.
out, Grim. You might have your job from Christmas replaced, so Marco will ask you to build that other armor he ever wanted to have.
Yeah, you're available now, Marco. There you go. Talk to Grim about giving him some work to make you some stuff.
Well, let me think about this.
So, Marco, you ask if Grim is a professional. Grim was like working on Dark Crystal, man. The most recent Dark Crystal. He was the guy who was like helping with the Skeksis.
No.
Yes. He met Brian Froud.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah, I was a puppet wrangler on Dark Crystal.
How cool.
One of the happiest moments of my life was drinking whiskey with Brian Froud at the rap party.
Wow, of course. Woo!
Are you going to be working on the second series for it if they're doing it?
They canceled it, didn't they?
They cancelled it, yeah.
Oh,
Such a shame.
Had they not cancelled it, I would have been, but they cancelled it. So
Oh, such a
no.
shame. Wow. That must have been one hell of an experience, huh?
You can hear all about it, Marco, in the interview that I did with Grim on Xenos Alchemist.
It was very cool. Yeah. Like they had the Landstrider suits out, and they had the creatures, and they've got like a whole room just full of creatures. So like they had one of the Gartham costumes.
Oh, Gartham!
And we all do remember the influence behind the first Carnifex.
I was gonna say that's where the Gartham came in, didn't it?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, the old Screamer Killer. Yeah.
No, it's the current one actually.
The plastic?
Yes, just told us in the interview we did for my website back in the day that the biggest influence we have the current Carnifex is the Gartham sculpt.
I forgot that. I love the Gartham.
It's really important, I guess.
Oh, when I did the Grim, no, what is it? Grim Movie Club? Grim Dark Movie Club?
Yeah.
I think I cited Jim Henson as being my artist, and I referenced the Garth, or I had the Gartham in there somewhere.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, I feel like I remember that. I did write something for that. I don't know if that's ever gonna surface.
He gets kind of behind schedule. Like
yeah,
there was someone else.
It was. I can't even remember when it was. I think it was sometime last year. But
honestly, if you follow up with him, he'll post it. Didn't that happen to you, Simon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not too bothered about it. I was like wondering what was going on, really.
I think he's suffering a bit from his
popularity.
ADHD.
Oh, gotcha.
And he's having what he did was he started this indie sculpting Discord thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I saw that. That was really cool.
I thought so,
That's
and
really cool.
as well, and I think that's that's eating time and resources, and yeah.
I think it's a really nice idea though, because like sculpting, I mean, scratch building less so, but sculpting is seen as this sort of unattainable skill by a lot of people. I think it would be really nice if it was more seen in the way that kit bashing is, which is that you just kind of give it a go and you get better as you go.
I'm sorry.
Um,
That's totally my hope for the videos that I make. This shit is easy. Just do it.
Yeah. Well, I get it a lot as a. So I mean, talking as a professional in both juggling and model making, I see it
Yeah.
a lot in both fields.
Oh.
Well, you get it in juggling all the time as well, because you get people who go like, "Oh, I'm all."
Sorry, you broke up there. What was that? Oh, did we lose him? Oh, we lost him. No.
Oh,
Grim, come back.
oh, I think he's coming back. There you go.
Hello.
You still lost.
Oh, he's coming back.
Yeah,
There we
I'm
go.
back.
Sorry, you were saying juggling.
Yeah, sorry. I was going off on a bit of a tangent.
Have you met us?
But well, yeah, because I work in circus. Because I work in circus, and circus is entirely about obscure skills that have absolutely no application in real life.
Yeah.
I always get people going, I've always wanted to be able to juggle, I've always wanted to be able to walk on a tightrope, I've always wanted to be able to do whatever. And most of the time, it's just a case of, so do it then.
Yeah.
Did you have a
Practice. You will not be good immediately. I wasn't good immediately. I learned specifically because I was told I would never be able to do it.
Ah.
Boss.
And
The stubborn
Um,
approach.
Yep.
I would say spiteful. The fuck you, I can do this approach is
Of course.
very valuable. And I think that applies to sculpting too. Like, no one is born brilliant.
Nope.
Like, it just takes a massive amount of practice.
Well, I tend to think that Hydra was born brilliant, but
Well, yeah, I mean, with
No.
the obvious exception of Hydra and his fellow Germans, who are just
No, sorry.
Hydra and
Genetically
maybe
efficient.
Box. I feel like Box may have been born brilliant because that guy's too good at too many
Box is a
things.
damn genius. He's just
Something had a head start.
Yeah.
he's good at everything.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. Every time
Yeah,
I feel like every time I do a kit bash, I look at Box's feed and then I see that he's already done it better.
Oh, come on. He used to like
Well,
act.
gentlemen, I feel like I'm actually getting somewhere here with that warrior. I'm really surprised. I assume Marco will
Oh, nice.
like it because it looks like the warrior version of the Talon horror right now.
Yay!
Ooh, that sounds like a good endorsement.
Yeah.
And I'm getting
Yes,
somewhere
Bob.
with my Lichter hands.
And Mama
and-
Negan, she's going to bed.
Night, Mama
Good
Negan.
night.
Thanks for
Yeah,
joining us.
so-
Thank you for the donation.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
well,
see you,
thanks for
and
hanging
hear
out.
you next week.
And see you so soon, exactly.
Yeah, we'll see you on the next creature conference. Okay, Marco, can you see this big boy?
Which is gonna be the best one yet.
Oh, nice.
So I got him like these sneaky little. Hold on, I'm gonna try and switch up my focus so I can show you his hands.
Oh, this is your tickle throat, isn't it?
No. This is the Death Leaper.
Okay, got you.
He's got pretty tickly hands as well.
He's got tickly hands. Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Hold on a sec. I fucked up.
Gee,
Where can I show the settings?
I give you $10, 20.
I give you Silvio Joe's donation.
Oh, you already have it.
So his hands, like I wanted it to be like his upper hands are really the action, and then the
Yeah.
Why the fuck
Yep.
is my settings? The upper hands are like the action, like that's where he's coming at you, and the lower hands have not been engaged yet, but when they do, oh man, you're screwed.
It works. It works.
Yep. Absolutely agreed.
Thanks. There we go. Now he's a little brighter. So they're just like curled up, big. Like I think it was Bargaze who like inspired me to like think of Rending Claws as being like a hybrid between Rending Claws and Scything Talons.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
just give them more talons and make them really slashy, rather than just like making them like rubber hands.
Just like my old Deathweep, actually.
There you go.
Yes.
Damn, I didn't think I was gonna be this happy with these, but they've turned out better than I expected.
Awesome.
Thanks for the inspiration, gents. Oh, and then there's like
Thanks for hanging out.
the double threat of like he can grab you and he can like stab you here with his elbow claws.
But honestly, why would he? We're all nice guys around here.
Except for you.
He's a creepy death machine. He's an efficient German death machine. He's got to kill you 16 different ways.
Like Simon, yeah?
Yes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Booyah.
We should probably actually wind this down soon. We started early,
Yeah.
but we're going just as long.
Going
I'm
longer.
done. I'm done. But I'm
So-
gonna finish this Space Marine.
There's one thing I know that some of the chat have been asking about. It's about the getting the t-shirts.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yes. So you might have seen the Warp Shadow t-shirts that are starting to show up. Flynn posted one today. I created them kind of like in memory of the Warp Shadow board. And for the first batch, I sent a bunch of them to people who had like been active on Warp Shadow back in the day. But I wanted to like kind of check people's interest if other people wanted to get shirts. I can make more, but I don't like, I didn't print 1,000 of them. I just, God, I'm not explaining this very well. I did like a batch of them, and those ones are sent off. But if people are interested, please send me a message on Instagram, I guess. And because I need to get, if I'm going to put in another order, it needs to be at least 15 shirts with the local printing place that we have here. And in terms of cost, I think it's going to be about, because I'm not doing them, I don't want to do them through like 10 red whatever. What's the thing online where you order shirts?
Oh, Redbubble.
Redbubble, thank you. I don't want to do them through Redbubble. Just because it doesn't
Yeah.
feel good.
Keep the money locally.
Yeah, I'd rather pay like the like shirt printer that I know locally. So they're roughly like, I think they're in the range of like $30 Canadian or $40 Canadian for a shirt, and then the shipping, I shipped them to Australia and it wasn't more than $15 Canadian. So we're talking like $55 Canadian all told. And if you're not familiar with the Canadian currency, it's way cheaper in your currency.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can do
you're
that.
talking Egyptian pounds or Arabic dirham, in which case you're screwed.
Oh, I'm not familiar with either of those. So yeah, fortunately we're not dealing in those. But yeah, so send me a message if you're interested in a Warp Shadow shirt, and we can figure it out.
Do it!
Yeah.
You know you want to.
Yeah.
Very
Marco,
cool.
I swear yours is coming soon, and Simon, I don't know why your customs is holding it up. Or whatever.
Yeah. They were
'Cause they think
probably.
it's from England.
Well, the artist was English, so maybe they detected that somehow.
They probably will charge me customs for it twice.
Jerks. Oh, but I put the boatman in there, so maybe it's the ferryman that they're having trouble with. They're like,
Oh,
what is this
maybe.
Eldritch horror that's in this envelope?
Speaking of Eldritch Horror, I mean, I know you'll already know about this, Hydra, but the English edition of Mountains of Madness, illustrated by Francois Barranger, is coming out on February. I can't remember when, but in February next year, and I'm very, very, very excited for that.
I haven't
Oh,
bit the
this
bullet on
sounds
that stuff yet, but I'm really interested.
If you've
Oh,
not seen the illustrated Lovecraft stories by illustrated by Francois Barranger, obviously still by Lovecraft, then you are missing out.
ever listening to what I say?
No, okay, listen. I was about to say, I of course know about them because Simon,
Yeah.
if there's two things he talks about, it's Frostgrave and friggin' Francois Bélanger. So I'm aware, but I haven't bitten the bullet and like bought them yet because they're not cheap.
Anyway, the Mountains of Madness is split into 2 parts, and the second one is coming out in English in February.
Mhm.
Yes, and
And
I'm
I'm
still
very,
waiting
very,
for it
very
because
excited.
the juicy part,
Sorry?
and I'm really waiting for that second part because it's the juicy part.
Oh, it's where the good shit happens.
Yes, yeah, it's the good bit. It's the good bit where you see the proper weird shit.
Yeah.
And guys, have you heard today's rumors that Guillermo del Toro is still interested in doing Months of Madness as a movie?
Really?
So,
Don't
Well,
tell me that, Marco. I don't want to hear it.
because he made. I don't know if you've seen his. Have you seen his book? His sketchbook that he published.
For Mountains of Madness?
No.
Cabinet of Curiosities, which is a book about Guillermo del Toro's work, and it covers the background and his sort of process of working.
I
It's a
need to get
fantastic
this
book.
to
If you
Nora
didn't know it
right
existed,
now.
You need to buy it.
I need to get this to
Okay.
Nora
It's
right
called
now to
Guillermo
buy
del
it for me.
Toro Cabinet of Curiosities. And it goes through his entire filmography and covers sort of his thoughts and design process of every one, and has behind the scenes photos of every single one of his films. At the very back of that book is a section of projects that never made it, and of one of those is Mountains of Madness, which includes concept art and sculpts of like the albino penguins and loads of stuff that I just really, really wish had happened.
So he he does like a traveling exhibit on like his art, and they had it here in Toronto, and one of the reasons I knew I needed to marry my wife was that we went to that, and what was it? There was like something. So Guillermo del Toro has a thing called a rain room where it's like it's where he like writes and thinks and stuff, and it's basically like I think he's just like whipped up a screen on the wall that just plays like a video of a window with rain and like thunder and stuff. And I was like, there's a part of the exhibit where it's kind of like a secret part that you can kind of miss, but they set up a rain room, and it's got like a screen with the rain, and then he's like sitting, he's got his like kind of chair that he would use. And I went in there, and I think that Nora said to me, she's like, this feels like something that you would do, like set up this rain room. And I was literally in there being like, fuck, I wish I had a rain room. So at that point I was like, man, I really need to marry this woman.
Awesome.
His entire house is like that. I mean, he's got a life-size sculpt of H.P. Lovecraft in his study.
Yeah. But
it's kind of creepy, but very cool.
But in that exhibit, he has the albino penguin was there. Yeah. And that was how I like learned of the fact that he wanted to make it.
They got quite a long way into it. I can't remember exactly why they cancelled, but if you I'll just send you a message tonight from the book, but if you didn't know this book existed, then you need it.
Yeah, I'm sending it to Nora right now with the message need.
So you found it.
Would you please drop it into our chat here, because
I looked it up on my phone. Okay, yeah, I'll go get it. I'll go find it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Or Flynn, do you have it? Not Flynn. Grim, do you have it?
He's from the north, I'm from the south. It's a very different accent.
Listen, it's just a bunch of limeys to me. They're not Germans. I'm not really that concerned.
Ah, fuck you.
Sehr gut.
So, have you guys been looking at the Advent rumor mill they've been doing?
Are they doing that already? Shit, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Well, today is very clearly an Eldar gun.
Oh, nice. Don't tell me there's a Tyranid in there. Or not a Tyranid in there.
Yesterday was clearly an Eldar engine.
Engine?
Ooh!
Yeah.
Ooh, that gives me tickles.
Well, it looks more like an engine, but it could be like the back of a gun or something.
Oh, no, it is an engine. It matches
Yeah.
the jet bikes perfectly.
Wait,
Yeah.
but are they doing the thing
It's
where it's like
definitely an
all views of one model, or are these different models?
Mm, it
And
depends.
it
'Cause
turns out
one
to be the
year,
base of a Primaris Lieutenant.
Sorry, is your answer yes?
because I know they've done it in previous years where they did the Chaos one where they had lots of different Chaos bits, but they had like some with the Great Possessed, all from the Great Possessed, some were from Chaos Terminators
yeah,
and
I
some other
remember that.
kits. So it's like
And they
most like
teased. This is when they teased the guy riding the sort of spider defiler as well, isn't
Yeah, that
I
was
remember
probably the previews for
it?
Shadows
Or
pair.
Gazgirl as well. They did that with him too. They teased like lots of images of the same miniature from different angles, but like
Oh,
tiny little bits.
yeah.
they were in
Remember
that
that?
was that was in the normal rumor mill for Gazgul, but the Advent they
Yeah.
do like a lot from the same like
You're right. There was an advent for Chaos that they did like 30 or something previews for Chaos, and it was all Shadows pair or Shadow Spear. You know, if you want to pronounce it the normal way, but it's way more fun if it's Shadows pair.
yeah.
Guys, I'm done.
Weakling,
Yes,
this is
That's
not
me.
efficient. Oh wait, you've reached peak German efficiency, and now you must stop.
that's exactly it. I
I
got a
just
rest of
crushed what I sculpted the last 2 hours.
What?
Yeah, I just crushed what I sculpted the last 2 hours.
Oh,
Oh, that's why you put it down, buddy.
You pull the pink. You pull
Yeah,
the
I just
pink.
wanted to put on that last piece, and now it's just
Poor boy.
big fingerprint.
Yeah.
Poor boy.
This is why the first thing I did in the stream was make the hood of my Nightbringer, and then I've just barely touched it for the rest of the time.
Because you're a smart man.
But
Not like the rest of us.
because I learned from your tutorials.
I haven't even learned from my tutorials. You're a smart man.
No, I've started sculpting the hood on my Nightbringer, and it's nearly finished. But anyway,
Nice.
yeah.
Marco,
But yeah,
you were
Marco,
heading
thank
off.
you. Is he already gone? No, he's still here. Marco,
Yeah, no,
thank
no,
you.
no. I would like to finish on a world record actually, because I
What?
just got told by the painting service, which finishes my Night Titans I modeled this year, that the total number of magnetized parts I asked him to paint for me was 156.
Holy shit.
That's just painful.
It's really a shit load.
You're-
isn't it?
you're evil.
You're a
Yes,
very
he
bad
was-
man.
He wasn't smiling about it anymore in the end. He was like, "You asshole." 156 different magnetized parts. It was really quite a heap.
Whatever. He gets paid for every one of them, so
Yes.
That doesn't make it any less boring.
No.
he runs a
no.
painting service. I'm sure Marco's models are way more interesting than stuff he normally has to paint.
I am.
Oh, that's
Trust me, if you've painted 100 of something, anything is boring. I'm speaking as someone who has made Star Wars props.
Yes, of course you do. Of
Oh.
course you do.
Flynn, can you
I'm
check?
sure
Oh, go ahead,
painting
Marco.
more
Sorry.
than anything else he's painting normally, but I think the 156 additional magnetized parts aren't any fun at all. But well, they're nearly done now, so I'm good about it.
Wait, isn't Simon supposed to make you a Tyranid gun? Did that ever happen?
Yes. Well, Simon.
Not yet.
I still have to send the parts over to Simon, but he re-offered to do it, and actually this is the absolute last final part on this project, and the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's awesome. I'm glad to see the preview shots that you sent through, and we look forward to you posting the finished product soon.
Yes, and more nicer pictures. Anyway, thank you. Have a
Thanks,
blast. Have a great time. I had a ton of fun. Bye, GrimNGribbly. I hope.
Yeah, nice to finally meet you, man. I was gonna say, sorry, I was like when I first entered the hobby, like yours, Hydra, and Nick's blogs were like my main inspiration. So it's very weird to chat to you like this,
Thank
but
you.
very, very cool.
Thank you so much.
You're going to be chatting with him more
No
as soon as he
worries.
sends through his order for Mandalorian armor.
Thanks. It's always weird for me to hear these kind of words, but I guess it's yeah. Thank you so much. Awesome.
Thanks, Marco.
No
See you.
problem. Sorry, I
Have
just
a
had
good
to
night.
say.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Have a good
night,
weekend.
man.
Good night. Yes. Okay, I fixed it. And I think one of those weird occasions where it's like a happy accident.
Oh, like Bob
I
Ross?
wasn't happy with I wasn't happy with how it looked before.
Yeah.
And now I'm still not 100% sure, but it's better.
Good.
So
Awesome.
I don't hate it as much.
Yep. That's a victory.
Yeah, but I'll leave it for now because I learned my lesson, but I want to share with you what I got here. Just to give you an idea. Wait, let me get
Oh.
a backdrop.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my backdrop. Backity drop.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
That's really cool.
Shit, that's a really cool pose.
And I love that you've drilled out a death spitter barrel as well. Most people don't bother to drill out Tyranid barrels.
No, you have to. Come on.
And I added those little
little teeth.
balls to it.
Little mandibles.
You put, oh wow, I missed that on the first. Sorry, it's really small on my screen, but I missed the mandibles at first. That's amazing.
And I didn't want it to stand on the ground,
Yep.
so it's all standing on the statue thing.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's a really dynamic bash. It's nice.
Thank you.
See?
And I used rending claws, gene sealer rending claws for foot, but I made sure that I used the extra thumb to have four digits.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And now I just need to figure out a way how the arms are going to work, but
I've said it before, but I'm so glad you're coming back to Tyranids. Even if it's just for one model.
won't be the last.
No, you have to do a lictor bust.
Yes, I know. That's right next up, but I'm waiting for the green Fimo soft to arrive. It should be with us soon. And then it's all be this boy and the lictor bust.
Nice. More Tyranids. Yay.
Yeah, Tyranids and statues.
Nick, you will be pleased to know that I'm revisiting the Zone Throat.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank
Very
God.
I'm making for you.
Is it purely because I bother you so much? You're just like, fuck, I'm so tired of hearing this crap.
This is a 4-year-old project now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
much. Pretty
Hey
much.
man,
I've ordered
your
some
fault
bits
for
from
posting
so
it.
when they arrive, I'll just get.
Nice.
Yeah, well, that wasn't even on this account as well. It was that long ago.
Yeah, dude, I've been creeping you for a
It's
while,
before
man.
I was even.
I've been
I
thinking
was
you were
creeping
brilliant ever
first.
since
I
that
sent
zone
you a
throw.
message asking if I could use a photo of your work on my blog. That was how we got. In
Was that
contact.
it? I don't remember that part. That's good.
This is when I was still in Tyranids. Well, still exclusively in Tyranids. I was writing an article on my blog about Tyranids, and I sent you a message asking if I could use a photo of one of your models. That was how we started talking.
And I'm so glad we did. And then I saw your Zoanthrope, and I'm like, oh my god,
It was
yes.
5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
I don't actually
I'll get it
mind,
finished.
because just like waiting for Tyranid models from Games Workshop, every model that they release that isn't a Tyranid model means that the Tyranid models are that much better. And it's the same thing with you. Every model you make that isn't
Well,
that
shit.
Zoanthrope means the Zoanthrope is that much better, because you're just upping your skill all the time.
I mean,
just put some pressure on, right?
Hey, not you.
I am the sculpt was when I started that project actually. So I mean, we'll see how it goes.
There we go.
Because that was kind of at the very start when I made that. So I'm curious.
This is
gonna
like,
be fun.
hey, yeah, if I take forever to make your model for you, that's good, because I'm getting better all the time.
Mm.
Like this Lictor that I was supposed to be done like a long time ago.
Just keep
But this
telling
is a problem, isn't it? Like this is a worry I have about commissions all the time.
So-
like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I
Okay.
made something last year and I quoted based on my skill at that time, and then now I'm making something for basically the same price, but it's better because I'm better, and now I feel guilty about that. It's
Flynn, that's why
weird.
you always charge more. Every commission
Yeah.
costs more than the previous. Do you want to know how
It's
much I charge Marco for his
Yeah.
first dominatrix? Not enough.
Probably not. Yeah.
Simon, what's your feeling on this?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, this is.
My feeling is that this is not Flynn.
What?
Yeah. You said
You
my
again
name.
said Flynn.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, you call me Flynn again.
Motherfucker. God damn.
We were just gonna let it slide, the two of us. We just.
Ah! Why am I doing that?
Okay,
We're
what
not used
are
to
you
it.
guys are
Because
still
we're the
here?
two Brits.
I'm used to 2 Germans plus Flynn. Apparently. I'm gonna call Mama Negan
Sorry.
Flynn. That'll be embarrassing.
I mean, it's my fault. I did just insert myself
It's
into
not
this,
your
this week's
fault.
episode,
No.
but
Stop being
No, not your
British. I'm a
fault.
Canadian. You can't out apologize me.
Cool, we can help you.
So
try me.
creative question here.
Hydra,
So
wait,
I-
talk about commissions and prices and putting the thing up as you get better. What's your experience with that?
I really suck at. I'm good at giving advices to you about prices
Okay, then give us some
because
advice.
it's easy to say
Yeah.
higher, always higher.
Yeah.
But when I'm doing that, I know when I'm going into negotiation with Marco about his the price for his Tyranid gun he wants
Yeah.
me to do.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be too low
Yeah.
already.
You know how much that guy pays for Star
Yeah.
Wars armor, right?
Yes, I know.
You know how
I
many
will-
Star
I
Wars
will
armor he
vote-
has?
I will just hope.
Yeah.
Saying how many he
I
has.
love working as a freelance artist. I absolutely hate selling my own work. Like pricing it is just horrible. It's
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah, it's challenging.
um,
Different
also-
question, guys.
it's also a
Please.
huge part of the job, though. Like, what? So, I mean, I don't know if you guys would have seen this, but for example, like the most recent thing I've been posting about is actually not model work. It's the
The mushroom?
that mushroom sculpt that I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that started off with I was approached by a friend who is a production designer, which basically means her job is to design the look of a production, be that an advert, a music video, a film, a TV show, a photo shoot, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I worked with her on another project, and she texted me saying, "Could you do this? And if so, how much?" And then I basically had to pull a figure out of my arse and then stick to it. And I said, I reckon it would take 2 people 3 weeks and would cost this much. And I stuck to it this time.
Yeah.
But I hate that part of the job. It's horrible.
Yeah.
I can absolutely relate. Yes. And especially you try to figure out a number, and then you know you're going to exceed the time you planned in, because you always think,
Absolutely.
well, I always think, well, that's easy, and I just have to do this, and I have to do this, have to cut away here, have to add there, and whatever. And afterwards, I always feel like I'm redoing all the stuff, you know.
It's
twice
because you
and
get
over and over
inspired.
Yeah.
Like you're working on something and you think you're going to do it really
And
easily as a kit bash.
commissions are just like that. You always start by underestimating the amount of time it's going to
Yeah.
take. Sorry.
Yeah. So, if
and
anyone in
it's
the
like, it's
audience is
especially
listening to
bad in-
this is why
Oh, yeah.
commissions cost money. And when you ask someone to do a commission for you, they're probably undercharging you, even though it seems high. So just be aware of that. That
It will
commissions
seem
are not cheap.
expensive, but if you think about the amount of time it takes and the hourly wage that this person is actually asking for, plus the cost of materials, they're probably earning under minimum wage.
Yes.
Like, I know that on the vast majority of commissions that I've done recently, with how long it's ended up taking me, it has always taken longer than I thought it would, and I have always ended up earning a lot less than I would just doing my normal job.
Yeah.
But I do it because I love it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, bear that in mind when you ask for commissions.
I tend to tell people a commission will never cost the same as the model you want it to be, and you should expect that the commission will be at
No.
least 3 to 4 times more expensive than the model it's based on, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're not paying for the model, you're paying for that artist's time.
Yeah.
And I still hesitate to call myself an artist, and I've been a professional artist
Oh
for
my fucking god. Okay, yeah.
4 years now, and I can't call myself one because it just feels pretentious and ridiculous.
You're an artist, be
But
pretentious.
if you're paying someone to do a commission, sorry,
You're an artist, be pretentious, please.
Ah.
We're all artists. This is the thing. Like my
I
brother
went
kind of
into
clued me into
film-
this. Like people
Yeah.
who do models
Yeah,
are
I mean,
artists.
one of the things I really like about film is that the things I make don't have to have meaning; they just have to work.
Okay.
But yeah,
I think that
but and again, my personal work doesn't really have meaning either. I just do it because it's fun.
Yeah.
And I think that's
But,
the most important part is so because at least to me, as I'm not dependent on commission work, I think if I would depend on it, I would see it completely different. But
Mhm.
as I can,
Yeah.
when I'm doing a commission, for example, the thing for Marco, I'm thinking of it as not doing it for someone else. But first of all, I ask myself, do I like that project
Yeah, you have
as
to.
a project?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if I don't,
It's very
You charge
important.
more.
it's my time after all.
Yeah.
No matter how much I get paid, it's still my time.
Yeah, if I'm
And,
interested in a project,
yeah.
I'm going to charge you less than if I'm not interested in it. And probably won't even take the job if I'm not interested.
Yeah,
Like I've never done a lictor. That's why I took this project, because I've always wanted to do a lictor. And I'm doing 3 lictors for this guy, and I'm charging him less than I probably should, but it's because I want to do lictors.
Yeah.
Tom Wilson
yeah,
says
I'm
a part of
doing
him wants to commission Nick to build him something, but there are a number of factors that scare him: price, size, what model, what Nick even want to make it.
Just talk to
Yeah.
me. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I was about to say, you might have to plan in a couple of years, but
Okay, wait. Grim almost said Flynn. Grim said something about timing and like deadlines. When I take a commission for someone up front, I ask them if they have a deadline for it, and like I plan for it.
yeah,
I
I do
need
the same.
deadlines. If you need deadlines, you need to tell me. And when people say they don't have deadlines, I give them estimates, but if we're not working to a deadline, then it's going to happen when it happens. And I try to manage expectations. Like I told this guy that I needed to finish the Dominatrix first, and like Darth Bob knew the same thing for the Red Dragon. Yeah, but and like I can work to a deadline, but often the case is I will charge a rush fee if it needs to be like very quick, because the reality is that, as you guys were saying, you do it in your free time, and free time is not free. Like I have a job that I have to do during the day, and then this time that I'm doing this is time I'm not spending on my own hobby that I find like rewarding and all that stuff. So yeah, that's why you need to get paid for commissions, because you shouldn't be doing them for free.
And the other thing as well is that when you're like your hobby time is normally the time that you spend relaxing, and so if you
Yes.
spend too much time doing this, your hobby becomes your job.
Yes.
Sucks.
Yep.
Like speaking as someone, all of my hobbies have now become my main source of income, right? I'm a professional juggler and model maker.
Yeah.
And you just approach it in a totally different way. So I mean, it's not just your pricing, but how you approach projects also reflects that. I love working with deadlines.
Yeah.
I've had several clients, and again, I'm sorry for this, but I've had clients who have given me commissions and who have said there's no deadline.
That's not good.
And,
That's not going to happen.
Obviously, thinking that's a good thing.
That's a commission that's never going to be finished.
Yeah, they've said that's a good thing, and then the project just languishes for months or years because I don't have a reason to finish it. I need a deadline. I need
Agreed.
timing. I need
feel the
a
same way.
reason to think that I want to do this.
And it's
And
like,
I've had film projects like this too. Like they say, we've got this budget and we don't care when it gets done. Okay, well, that's not getting done
yeah.
because I will have other priorities that are more time pressures.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to give deadlines. And yeah, just like think about your job. Think about if someone told you to do something at your job and they didn't tell you when you needed to do it. Like maybe you're super
You just
motivated. You're
wouldn't
like,
do it.
I'm going to do it immediately. But you need to be able to juggle those
Yeah.
timelines against each other. So you need that information. So it seems helpful to be like, oh, whenever. But like, even if you're like, I'd love it in 6 months. I'd love it in like 8 months or something.
Yeah.
Like if you honestly go to an artist, you ask for a commission, you don't have a deadline, give them something rough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some form of, if not specific deadline, then I don't know, event for when you want to be playing with this model, or time, or if you want to give it as a gift for Christmas, then say that.
Yeah.
Don't say that it isn't a deadline, because then what's worse is that if you say there's no deadline, then a few months down the line you tell the artist, oh sorry, I needed this for this time and thought you'd have it done by now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to rush the job, because I've had that too, and that's really not fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt this.
Sorry, yeah, you
discussion, but
wanted an opinion on something. Sorry, bud.
yeah,
Sorry, man.
I just wanted to plug the Solstice 28 thing.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Solstice
Yeah,
28.
go on then.
So, as viewers of the show know that I've made this thing and I cast it and pass it on to other people, and
It is
you
a
will be
beautiful
able
sculpt.
to raffle for that. So if you want to know more about that, check out the solstice28.com blog, and it's all explained there. I just don't know how to finish this thing. Shall I finish it as as a single piece, as a single statue, or shall I make it into a terrain piece? I'm not sure what people would be more interested in. So have it.
Well, you've been making that absolutely incredible sunken city. It would fit perfectly into that.
Mhm.
So you mean make it a terrain piece for that sunken city?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you've
I'm
captured
just-
that sort of mysterious Lovecraftian aesthetic absolutely perfectly, and a faceless statue fits that perfectly.
Yeah, thank you. I was going so far as to thinking about. I received my my brother Vinny order like yesterday, who does not
Doesn't
only
he do
make
the
sketches-
rapey miniatures?
What?
Doesn't he do the like kind of rapey miniatures?
Yes, but he also makes some cool other stuff.
Oh good.
So if you look beyond the ladies,
Yeah.
he has this weird priest dude clutching to this book, and it's really dynamic. And I felt like I'm not 100% sure, but I felt like building an altar and having like a couple of miniatures go along with that, like having
Yeah.
I don't know, the start of a cult or something, like worshipping the statue.
I think
But-
that would be perfect.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's what people would be interested in. See,
So are you
And
What-
would- it
Simon,
would
one
go
thing
so
I'm
much
not
further to telling the story.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Sorry, Simon, I was going to ask. One thing I'm not clear on. Are you also making a model for Solstice 28 and
Yes.
adding it to the raffle?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I wasn't clear on that. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm going to finish my sculpt at some point.
Your own. Good.
And it's going to have 6 limbs.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Okay.
So you're
you
asking-
think the
okay, so-
terrain piece would-
Yeah, because when Grim was giving that feedback, I was picturing it like you were keeping it, but you're sending it off.
yeah.
I would say if you do that, I would make the miniatures removable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you want to go to the trouble of like putting magnets on their bases and making little hollows so you can like arrange them and then take them off, but just I would say make them separate, and then you can kind of like put them together and show them together in the scene. But I don't know. I'm just trying to think about it, and I don't know if it would be as appealing to people to have like a pre-built diorama. I don't know, because you're not going to paint it, right?
I could. I would.
Oh,
It depends.
I didn't know if we were supposed to paint these things.
Well, it depends on whatever you feel like.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do, I'm, there's no. Don't give artists too much.
Don't give them too much direction. Don't tell them the deadline.
Yeah. So I'm, I feel like I should build. It's like, I think what I want to do is have it as like an altar or like part of the sunken city or something like that. Like
Mhm.
it's risen and there's some, like it's top of the hill and there's some things happening around it.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you would raffle for it, you would want to use it on your table, and it would be probably the easiest way to have it for it to have no base, so you could place it on your gaming table,
Yeah.
and then you can play around it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not
I mean,
sure
the
where.
alternative would be supplying it on a plain MDF base or similar if you wanted to.
Yeah, but I feel like
But-
when I'm doing a base, then I should do the extra work and design the base and the whole scenery as well.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I would say avoid that work.
Yeah. Okay.
Because then you can focus on making like the miniature the best, and not have to worry about doing all that too.
Yeah. Okay. not the answer I was expecting, but
Sorry. I think if you're building it for your own table, then go
Yeah.
as narrative as you want. I absolutely love the Sunken City. It's definitely inspired me to make more Necron terrain. It's what inspired me to do swamp basing for my current army. Your
Great.
Sunken City work.
Great. Thank you.
Well, I've wanted to do swamp basing for the whole time, and then you've just done a fantastic job with the Sunken City, and it just made me think I really want to build a board for this.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Because I've been intending on, I've never entered armies on parade, and I've been intending to for years, and just build a display board. And your Sunken City stuff just really sort of rekindled that.
Awesome.
Great.
Anyway, so if you were building it for that, then I would say, yeah, absolutely, build it onto a base, make it as narrative as you want, because you're building it into the story that you're writing. But if you're making it for someone else, then it should work as a standalone piece, and it should insert into whatever anyone happens to be playing.
Yep. That makes sense.
So given that
Yeah.
it's for a raffle, I think it should be as non-specific as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got molds of it, don't you? Just make one for yourself. I would love to see a narrative one tied into Sunken City. I think that would be perfect. It would fit in with the vibe, absolutely.
Oh, that's why sort of that's how sort of the story started, because I saw the one that Wilhelm Miniatures made, and I was like, that would be so
Oh, yeah.
perfect for the table. And then this whole thing started, and I was like, okay, there we go, and blah blah blah, and then I got stuck and never finished it, and I want to have in one of those in the Call of Cthulhu from Francois Borenga. I butchered his name, but
I like
one-
your name. I like your version better.
Yeah.
Francois
that's a German pronouncing a
Borenga.
Frenchman's name. That's how that goes. Yeah.
Well, he has like when in one of those pictures, he displays the like little statues rising from the water,
Mhm.
and I thought it would be cool to have
Nice.
like an alley of just a couple of those statues in different states of corrosion or destruction.
Ooh, yeah.
That would be good.
And so it would be funny to have just maybe 6 of them aligned and a few of them like completed or one completed and the rest, destroyed. Well, but that's easy. That's definitely going to happen in the future. But
Mhm.
yeah, now I'm
Like if you
trying
had
to
6 of
concentrate
them
on.
lined up on a sort of terrace going towards a altar at the end.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was the
Hydra,
the Call of Cthulhu book is just
I think you just need to invite Grim to alignment.
Yeah, I think so too. Would you be interested?
sorry. I would absolutely be interested.
Yeah, then you're on board. Welcome.
Thank you. Easy as that.
I wanted it to be the anti thing of this exclusive what was it, Iron Curtain we're calling them.
Oh, Steely, Rusty Rain.
Rusty Rain, yes. So if you like the vibe, if you like the narrative, then you're more than happy to join. I'm not sure if we ever can pull it off because COVID seems to not going away as fast as I
COVID
wanted.
is just going on and on and on and on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my
But
issue
at
with
some
COVID.
point,
Oh, go ahead.
but at some point, I want to have that campaign weekend here in Germany, and we're going to play this thing. But
Perfect.
not this. Not
What
this
game
spring.
system are you using? Are you on? Is it Frostgrave or
Yes.
Frostgrave?
Is it
All right, cool.
Frostgrave?
I know. Asking Hydra, is it Frostgrave? I'm sorry.
It's cute that you think it could be anything else.
Well,
Yep.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, we should
Going
probably
to-
wrap up.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, fuck, there's something I
yeah,
wanted to
had
say.
lost all track of time.
It's late. It's super late. I'm fortunate
Yeah,
that Nora
well,
has gone out.
I'm not working at the minute, so I didn't even know what day it was today.
Well, at the minute, but don't worry, you're going to get a message from Marco soon about making him all the Star Wars stuff ever. So hope you're going to enjoy that. Yeah.
Hardly wait.
So thank you everyone for joining. This was a super long one. I didn't think we were going to go this long. I'm like, let's start early and then we can finish early. So hopefully you enjoyed it and our randomness. It's all good. And Grim, I'm so glad you could join us. I'm sorry for calling you Flynn repeatedly. Flynn, I'm sorry for calling Grim Flynn. Flynn, thank you for joining us as well.
That's all right.
And yeah, we look forward to having Mama Negan on. Okay, listen, I just picked this up and I cannot believe how light this is. Holy shit. Sorry, I love this stuff.
Huh?
And I want to excuse to the one who wanted me to sculpt those hats.
Oh, the Nor'easter or whatever, Nor'wester.
No, the knitted head.
Oh yeah, the toques.
Yeah, but I'll try to do that next week.
Okay. I feel like there's something else I wanted to say, but yeah, check out Solstice 28. The thing that Hydra started. It's a charity event, and you can donate to a group of charities. And if you make a donation and then you send through like the proof of donation to the email, you're entered to win one of the models. The artists participating are Hydra, Mama Negan, myself. God, I'm gonna forget someone. Weirding's Way, Wilhelm Miniatures, Gardens of Hecate, Anna Polanska, and Weird Witticism. Is he participating?
Yes.
Oh, he never responds to our
Totally not
messages. Totally not panicking.
That's a hell of a list. That's a hell of a list.
And me.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Imagine the courage it took me to write to all these people and invite them in.
Hydra, I can tell you this because you're like a brother to me. I still haven't opened that box because it got here and I was like, oh shit, I got to send these out immediately. Like the ones to the United States, and I still have to get in there.
You better do, man.
I will. Yeah, but this has been great. Thanks, friends. And we'll do it again next week. We're going to do it early again next week. We're going to start at 3:30. But as you can see, that doesn't mean we end any earlier. We just keep going and going. Tom Wilson, good night.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you, of course, for the super chats. That is super helpful. And we are going to put all that money towards stickers and postage. So that'll be great.
Awesome.
Yeah, and
You
please
guys.
like and subscribe to the channel.
Like.
Yes. Flynn, did you have anything else you wanted to note that I have forgotten?
Ring the bell.
Oh, do the notification thing so you can told when stuff happens.
And it was great having you, Grim, again.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad that we got to talk properly again. Last time I think you had to go away for some emergency or other. I'm sure it was child related, but I'm
Yeah.
glad that we got to hang out.
Probably.
Solution: eat your children.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But when you
women.
eat children, make sure you
Also,
wife
eat the women.
Oh my god.
Wait, did we just get another
Wait,
one?
wait.
Yeah.
Eric, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Wait, no,
Thank you,
didn't
Randy.
Eric do a big one earlier? What the hell? He's trying to put everyone else under the table. Thank you, Eric. That's amazing.
More stickers for
Thanks,
you.
man. Now the yacht for Marco.
Another yacht. No, Marco's not here. He doesn't know about this one.
Shh, don't tell him.
Amazing.
So we'll buy a little dinghy for the rest of us. All right, folks.
All right.
Okay, guys.
Good night. Thank you so
Good night.
much. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, just waiting for it to catch up.
Yeah.
Wow, it's really far behind. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's really far behind.
I saw our waves.
You did? What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, on mine.